Refreshing, refreshing. Come on. There we go. Pop that out. Close that. And up. There we go. All right, we're live. What's up, Brenda?
Brenda.
Oh, hey, Dusty. Sorry last night when you were in my live stream and you were talking to me. My uh, multi-stream chat on Streamlabs was not putting all the messages through. So, but me and Corey found a program that me and Jason were checking out last night. We're going to start using, so it will alleviate that issue. Stream chat. As I didn't get your message till like an hour later because the stupid chat wasn't coming through. So, but we've since fixed that. So,
Hey, Brenda.
and no, I didn't get any hail last night like you asked me to either, Dusty. Just a lot of rain, and we got a lot of rain today too, and a little bit of wind. We've gotten a lot of rain the last 3 days, which is good. We really needed it. So,
Morning, all.
Good Dominic.
Dominic.
How are we?
Yeah, just finishing setting up.
Okay.
It's a good thing Justin's here because he keep an eye on it for me while
Mm.
I'm over here dilly-dallying, turning this on, turning that off, turning, you know how that goes, Dominic.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been really dry here too, Dusty. We were on a burn advisory in my area, and a lot of the lakes were really low, but we've gotten a lot of rain the last 3 days. So, what's up, Nunya? Uh, I guess you haven't gotten much, Brenda.
Hey, Eddie, Nanya.
Nanya, how you doing, buddy?
It rained like crazy Thursday, and then Friday it rained not too much, but we did get a couple hours of rain, and then today it rained for about 3, 4 hours. Got to make it through this next week, and I'll be off for 6 days. Then I go back for a day, and I'm off for 3. I just hope I don't get roped into freaking jury duty. I can call the night before and find out if they're going to need me or not, so I'm hoping they don't.
Yep.
It's TJ.
There's TJ.
Is it?
What's up, TJ?
So you're off for 3 days?
No, I have to work this next week, and then I'll be off for 6 days.
Oh,
And then I go back for one day, and then I'll be off for 3 days. And then I'll have 2.5 days left of school, and then we'll be out for summer.
Oh, there you go. Heck yeah. What's up, Ed, Brenda, Dusty? What up?
So I got 8.5 days of school left in total of actual school days.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because spring break's coming up or whatever, ain't it?
No, spring break's already passed. So Memorial Day would be at the end of the month.
Oh,
last week of the month is Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How you doing,
Which-
TJ?
Doing good yourself?
Yeah, hurting. My back's hurting bad, my knees and everything. But what?
Yeah, yeah. That's the way it works when you get old. I wish that never happened. I wish we'd stay young forever. But
Yeah.
fuck it.
I wish I could have just been born in another 200 years.
I know. I
I want to see
know.
what technology's like in 200 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I'm not that good with technology, and I'm kind of glad that all that's happening now. Because let's say I was 20 years old, I don't know if I could figure it all out.
If you were 20 years old, you'd have it figured out.
I
Well,
mean,
that's-
you're somewhat technically inclined, Paul. I mean, you kind of know how to do
No,
it.
I put myself in the category of technically challenged.
Not technically challenged. I mean, you know how to edit your videos and stuff like that.
Well, sometimes I sit here in front of the screen and going, now what do I do? How do I get it to do that? How do I,
TJ, you know
Yeah.
why most boomers hate Elon Musk? Because he represents technology, which is the bane of their existence.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched a video the other day that, of a guy that just got the Neuralink put in.
Mhm.
What is
And-
that? What's the Neuralink?
So it's like for people that are disabled and stuff, it tries to help reconnect neurons in the brain so they
Oh.
can like talk again and walk and stuff like that. Well, this guy's
Oh.
completely paralyzed and has been talking through like a computer voice.
Oh, like
that guy on TV?
what's
Yeah.
his name? He's on the Big Bang Theory sometimes, and Sheldon talks to him.
He died. I know who you're talking about.
He died a couple of years ago.
Ethan Hawke. No,
You're
it was,
talking about Stephen
Stephen
Hawking.
Hawke.
Stephen
Steve
Hawking.
Hawking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking. Yeah.
He's gone, buddy.
But what's
Yeah.
cool with Neuralink is they were able to get the guy's voice from some stuff that he had done a few years before he got
They were
paralyzed.
able to duplicate his voice, right?
And now he can talk into his actual natural voice to his family. So
Oh,
they're
that's
able to
pretty
hear
cool.
his voice now.
That's
So which is
neat.
really nice. But pretty much Neuralink's like ultimate goal as it gets better and they figure out the technology more, it'll be like if you're paralyzed and your brain can't tell your legs to move, the Neuralink will fill in that gap and say, yeah, you can walk. And it will tell your legs, yeah, you can move. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the
Yeah.
ultimate goal. I mean, it's still a few years off. I would say another 10, 20 years they'll have that perfected. Especially as AI and all that progresses and everything.
Right.
So pretty much it's going to fill in any gaps of like missing neurons, connections, anything in your brain. Pretty much is what they want to use it for.
Well, that's pretty cool, though.
I give another 30 years before school's useless, before school's no longer a thing anymore. Because you'll just be
Yeah.
able to fucking download whatever you want and learn it instantly.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
What's up?
What's up, Joe?
Not a gloomy day, then the sun came out, then it started raining again.
No, no.
I thought you and Johnny were supposed to go.
Oh, we weren't. Monday, maybe.
Oh, y'all didn't go flying this morning or whatever?
No,
Dusty.
been raining.
The board resistance is future. Or no,
You
futile.
futile.
Tanya,
Nunya
Orders.
said hugs to giggles.
Yeah.
hey, Brenda, Brian.
Hugs back, Ed. Hugs back.
Brian. I missed somebody in the chat.
No, I think I've said hello to everybody. If
Who's
not,
Brian?
hello.
Just talking about Brian.
Where's Brian?
Who's Brian? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Where does it say that?
Yeah.
Did I say Brian?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I'm thinking Waypoint. Dusty.
Oh, it's like
Oh,
That's what Brian
I
did.
thought New England's not there.
no, that's Ed.
That's
That's
Ed.
not where-
We have two different Eds, Ed in Canada and Ed in Michigan,
Yeah.
or Eddie.
Eddie Nunez.
Yep.
That's
There's
Ed.
another Ed, yeah. There's three of them.
Yeah, but Eddie
Ed-
Nunez, I don't think he
Ed-
ever comes to Paul's, does he?
I'm
No,
not
but I'm
saying
just
he-
thinking about. I'm just thinking about different Eds that are like Ed Hassett comes in here.
The dog's name was
There's
Brian.
another Ed, yeah. Shit.
Thank
We're
God we
racking
only
them
got
up
one Paul.
tonight.
What's up, Dre?
What up, Drew?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. The dog's name is Brian.
Yeah, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There can only be one Mandalorian. This is the way.
Oh man, Hilarion.
I would tell Jason that'd be a good T-shirt for his channel, but he probably gets sued by Disney
Yeah.
because that's like one of Jason's favorite sayings. He goes, "This is the way."
Oh, the Mandalorian.
Yeah. That's actually a good show. I watched it. I'm watching Andor now, which isn't bad.
Hmm.
There's been a couple of shows they've done since they took it over that haven't been bad, but
Hey, Dre, how's it going?
Yeah, I think we might get some rain actually here in a little bit. I think looks like.
we got a bunch of rain earlier. It was friggin' storming outside.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Windy as shit too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's cleared up a little bit. I can see some
good.
sunlight a little bit. Oh, we were actually under a burn advisory for the last couple of weeks because of the
Oh.
it was so dry here. Oh damn, Dre's about pushing 100 degrees there.
Yeah.
99.
Ah. Gee.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, did you make it to your destination, Dre, today? Didn't you say you were going to see his dad? I think he said.
Hmm.
Warm, it's warmer than us.
Yeah, let's see what the temperature is right here.
Now the sun's
Who's
out.
Who's Magic?
Huh? Who's Magic?
No.
Well,
Hey guys, I'm trying to work on the video. Give me one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I was about to boot his ass.
It's
'cause I didn't know who it was.
That's me. There it is.
It's Ed.
He was about to see some magic.
Yeah. He's like, look at this
Here I can
magic
see ya.
dick.
It's good to see you guys. Hope you're well.
I was waiting for the helicopter. I was about to
Oh,
boot
yeah.
his ass.
Good to see you guys. How are you, TJ?
I'm
Doing
doing good.
good.
Yourself?
Feeling okay.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, Dre.
My state insurance is fixing my teeth for $7,000, and I'm getting free glasses too.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
a good win.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
win.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Maybe I'll be able to see you guys. I don't know. Maybe. if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, TJ. Hope you're well.
Yeah, likewise. I'm just
Haven't
I
seen
just
you
got
in a
I
minute,
literally
yeah.
just got home from work like not too long ago. So
Okay.
He's into his second bag of chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
that was like my first bag. I didn't get to eat today. I brought food with me, but I didn't get to eat it because I'm running around all day.
That bag is full of giggles. I know it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He's gonna, hey, Ed, he's gonna patent giggle
baby.
chips.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
The giggle chips?
These chips will give you the
So
giggles.
So wait, I got a question. What's that chain hanging down, Ed? What is that?
Me?
Yeah, what's that
Where?
little chain?
Where's the chain? Where?
It's like
Uh,
hanging down with like it looks like a dog collar at the bottom of it. Is that your like little is that your sex
I don't
your
see
sex
it.
thing
Talk-
back there?
He's talking about next to the poster. You can see something hanging.
Over here?
Yeah,
Over there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Over here.
No, on the
No.
other side.
That way?
The other side.
Yeah,
That
right
way.
next to the edge of the poster on the screen. It looks like there's something hanging there.
I don't see
I
anything
think
hanging.
that's just an illusion. Yeah, I think
Well,
that's
that's what happens when you eat too many giggle chips.
You
Do you
can't
have a
see it
ceiling
either.
fan there?
up here I do, but you can't see it. I put it up.
Oh, there's something
It's
definitely.
up in frame right
Yeah,
there.
it
There
is.
it
It's
is,
from
yeah.
the ceiling fan.
Is that
It's
it?
a chain for the.
Yeah.
It's a chain?
It's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what you're looking at. Okay.
That's what he's confused.
All right.
about.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's for the
That makes sense.
ceiling.
All right.
It's the ceiling fan
Yeah, it's
chain.
coming down from the chain. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. I was like, what are you guys talking about? I see it now. All right.
And Dre said
Yeah.
his parents are doing good.
Oh, great to hear.
I spent my day.
There comes Birdman, David.
And oh,
David.
I love the birds. They're
I
so
love the
cute.
birds.
They're so cute. So sweet.
How you doing?
They're so
Hey, everybody.
sweet. Look at
So,
them.
all right,
Tell me
David.
that ain't a cute bird. Come on now. Is that our is that the one that passed away?
No, that one's Rio.
Rio?
Rio does not sit on my shoulder.
Okay.
Now you've not been here for a while since I got Rio
Okay.
that I've been on,
All right.
and suddenly he's on my shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I think he knows who his papa is. Just saying.
He's couldn't come down to see you.
I'm pretty sure.
You couldn't down to see Eddie, haven't you?
Yeah, so cute. You know who I miss the most. I don't want to
Yeah.
say it. I don't
The
wanna
one
say
I
it.
miss the most. Well,
Yeah.
I miss
we
them
all.
all. Yeah, Sparky.
I love
We all.
Sparky so much. I really do.
How long Sparky?
Sparky
been gone?
was a good bird.
How long
2
has
years.
Sparky been gone now?
2 years.
Years, buddy.
2 years.
2 years already?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it don't seem like that long
I can't
ago.
believe it's that long. Okay.
Damn,
Well,
that's-
I've lived here 2 years, so
The
yeah,
new
it don't
house,
even seem
right?
like that long since you guys moved.
yeah. 28th of March 2023 she passed away.
I mean, you had to fight.
27th of March.
You had to fight for a
Hmm.
minute to get this new place. So I'm just happy you
Yeah.
have a place to live.
Brenda says hi to everybody, including you.
Hello, Brenda.
Listen, pal. You've got fruit up there. Go and eat that, not my arm.
So Ed, y'all been winning you've been winning a lot of golf games.
I've been trying. I wouldn't say I win. Sometimes I do, and that's okay, right? That's a win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Just remember, Eddie,
Yeah.
it's the taking part that counts. And if you don't come first, you're a second place loser.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I mean,
Hey.
we can be in second place, and that's not a bad place to live if you're a good person, right? That's not a bad place to be.
Well, Joe came in second in the photograph awards.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh,
and so he's pissed about it.
Joe, do we have a photo that I can see of that? Because I would like to see it. If you have it, you don't have to post it if you don't want to. I would like to see that.
He's working on it.
Yeah, hold
Is
on.
it a drone photo that you took?
No,
No.
I think it's like his basketball photos
Okay.
or baseball.
All right.
Cricket, rugby.
Football.
Snooker?
rugby.
All right.
Ball busting photos.
Or he said, or fucking TJ said every sport but the one he actually shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love
But-
to see it.
Before while he's looking for that, let me make you all feel better. I'm the sort of person that comes third in a boxing match behind the referee.
He likes to do fisticuffs, but he can't win. Okay. All right. It's okay. I got your back, Dave. Don't worry. Got your back. When little Lori needs your back, I got you. Don't worry.
There's Joe.
That's
Oh,
second.
that's really cool.
Got second place.
That's really cool.
How many photos did they
It looks
choose
like the
that day?
Lions almost.
Well, they choose first, second, and third in each category. I'm in Division 3.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I'm saying, but how many people like actually enter pictures though?
That's really
Oh,
cool.
they're thousands.
I would be
Thousands of
happy with
pictures of-
second place then.
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
It really
you
does
gotta
look
see the
like
first
the
place
Lions.
picture.
oh, I seen it when you showed it, but I'm saying still out of thousands of pictures, it's not
Pretty
bad.
cool.
No, you
bad.
say thousands. Yeah, what he meant to say is he entered thousands. He was the only one that entered.
Yeah.
This right here,
I mean,
the
look
guy
at him
told me
flying,
this right here put me
flying
in
through the
second
sky,
place.
chat. Like, look
That
at
one
him.
should have put me in first place.
Like, what the? Flying through the sky.
There's a lot fucking going on in that picture.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much going on.
The guy
On the
underneath
picture.
looks like he's trying to punch you into the sky.
He's trying to block it. He's getting held. He's getting held.
Yeah.
These guys are coming in.
Good
He's
picture.
coming over the top.
He hiked the
Yeah.
ball.
That's
It
a
was
pretty
it
good
was the
picture.
winning and the balls right there. The winning
Pretty
field
good.
goal. It should have been a winner.
You know what they need to start teaching these football players? You need to put in the Mandeville coach's
Yeah.
ear is
Okay.
have a professional parkour person
Okay.
come and teach them parkour.
Yeah.
Dude, they'll be jumping all over that damn
Those
field.
parkour guys are crazy, Justin. Like, what do they? They do the craziest stuff. Like, how in the heck they do? I don't know how they do it. They do.
Dre said
Pretty
a lot of
wild.
grab ass
Crazy.
going on.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys, they jump off buildings. Like, what? Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
only Trey would spot that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, technically, that would be a good sport to kind of somewhat integrate into it, only because they can do crazy jumps and flips. And shit.
I thought about this a lot of times when I was doing rollerblade X
You
Games
showed
stuff.
all your porn then, Joe.
If
Yeah.
I could have done a triple Lutz, right? I would have done it, right? I get it. Like, it's pretty awesome that those people can do that. I could do it. It would have been cool if I could have. Not today.
Eddie,
Not
this was
today.
last year's picture.
Right? Okay.
I won first place. for that
Oh,
one
that's
last year.
another good one. Look at how
that is a
they're in
pretty good
midair.
picture.
Look at them. They're literally in midair.
Yeah,
That's
that is
awesome,
a good picture
dude.
right there. It's
That
got
really
good
is a
color too.
picture.
Zoom into that picture, can you?
That really is a good picture. I mean, dude's like halfway. He's like vertical. What?
Yeah,
Nice
that
and-
guy's horizontal.
Yeah. What the heck?
That's
Yeah,
nice and in
pretty good.
focus and everything too.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty good video. I mean, picture.
Yeah.
Do you do any color grading to the pictures, or is that just right out of the camera with your
That's
settings? in the
basically
camera?
right out the camera. I do a little bit of touch up.
Did you take those
That's not
pictures,
bad.
Joe?
I
Yes.
took those pictures.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good pictures.
He uses AI.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad though for pretty much being basically out.
I
the
wish I
camera.
used AI.
I think it's pretty good.
That's why you're upset with Gitchy, because she doesn't give you any photos anymore.
Now, can anybody enter that contest, or do you have to be like part of a paper?
No, it has to be
It
media.
I
has
was
to
gonna
be in
say-
the Louisiana Press Association, and it has to be a
Right.
published picture.
I was gonna say because next year you could try to do that. Just do a random AI picture and then enter it under a pseudonym and see if it gets it.
Check this out, chat. You know what that is?
Lipstick.
That's freedom. That's what
No,
that is.
That looks like makeup for going out.
That's what I was
freedom. Freedom.
Freedom. It's freedom.
And
Smokables.
Eddie,
How do you put that
Smokables.
lipstick on without getting it on your
Don't
beard?
tell nobody else.
Yeah.
Smokables.
So what
And-
is it? You didn't say exactly what it
It's
was.
smokables.
Oh,
Oh, there's
Oh,
smokables.
e-cig.
Yeah, legal. Yeah.
Uh,
I just visited a local dispensary today for the first time.
and Eddie, these are
Look
the
at
ones
that one.
for, these are the ones for 2025.
Look
They
at
don't
that,
get
Eddie.
put into, they don't get put into January.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Look how cool
That's-
that is.
That's,
a great
that's one
picture.
of them.
That is really cool.
That's another one we're putting in.
Wow. You took all these pictures?
And,
Yeah.
and that might
Yeah.
be a third right now.
Wow.
I like that one right there. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
cool.
Those are
I'll-
really
I'll-
good. That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
like-
one too.
I like that one,
I like the hair flying
and
around.
I like this one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Out of the three, I like
He's
the
trying to
first
tag
and
him
the
in the
third one
butt
better.
cheeks right there.
Yeah,
Of course you like the third one. It looks like he's grabbing his nuts.
yeah, this is a pretty good one.
He's trying to tag him in the butt cheeks.
Well, the third one, I mean the first.
That,
I
that
like
one
the
I
third
like
one
the most. That one's pretty cool.
because you got right
That's
where she was about
anticipation.
to slide.
Yeah, that one's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Sliding into home, and
Yeah.
she's right there getting ready to check you out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good photos. I like them.
But so far, that's the three we're using this year. That'll go in January for next year.
Is your
But
granddaughter
actually
in
this
that
year.
photo, or that's not the same team?
No, that's just he shoots for the high schools.
Okay.
No,
knew
his granddaughter's only a
I didn't know
baby.
if that was the same
Yeah.
one.
Hopefully, she's playing. I'll still be around shooting the picture.
Okay. All right.
So what else has been going on with you, Ed?
And just hanging out. Same old thing.
How's the weather down there?
I mean, we live in the same universe, so similar. We had a little bit of rain the last couple of days, but not much.
Ed, you do know you're giving Justin PST,
All right. Don't
PSDT.
don't encourage it.
PTSD, you mean?
Don't encourage it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking
Same
A.
thing with Laura.
PTSD.
Don't encourage.
You're giving Justin thingy,
You better not.
nightmares.
You better not.
Yeah. You want to know why you're giving him nightmares? That mess
Why?
behind you.
Oh yeah, that's bothering me.
Yeah.
It is now. I pointed it out.
Oh, I was looking at it earlier. I just didn't say anything.
Just sat there in the corner shaking.
I want to say thanks for having me, guys. I got to check in with you once in a while,
Yeah,
just
Eddie,
to make sure you know I'm still alive.
you're always
Yeah.
welcome, Ed.
I love.
You
I love
been
hanging-
to hey,
I love
you
hanging
been,
out with you guys. I really
you,
do.
you been to any live shows lately?
No. Should
No?
I?
I mean, I don't know. I keep looking at your ICP poster back there.
Oh
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know.
That's That's okay. We're from
That,
Detroit.
that was from younger days, right, Ed?
Yeah, we're from Detroit. It's
You know,
easy.
the thing of it is TJ doesn't get it, us being old guys, you know?
He will as soon as I send it to him. You better.
What you used to listen to ICP, Paul?
No, that was later.
I mean, I'm from Detroit, so like,
Yeah.
it is what
Paul
it
still listens to Pterodactyl Rocks.
yeah, yeah,
Pterodactyl.
yeah. Okay,
Hey, they were a great band back in the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of those guys.
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus would have played guitar, but he couldn't hit the strings.
They're a good band. They're worth listening.
He couldn't hit the string.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Brontosaurus rocks, you know?
Back in the day, Paul was friends with Fred and Barney.
Fred and Barney, yep.
Yeah.
Wilma was something else on the side.
Yeah, I bet you were chasing her around, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
She was pretty hot.
I'm a
for
fan. I'm a
cartoon
fan of
character.
Wilma. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
Pretty
Oh,
cute.
Wilma had, she had the
Take that out
moves.
for me.
Wilma did.
Yeah, she did. She had that weird hair. Yeah.
That weird hair.
What was the little alien guy from Flintstones?
Kazoo.
Yeah, Zoo.
The
That's
zoo.
right. Yeah.
Kazoo.
Yeah. Y'all remember that guy?
That reminded me of TJ Kazoo.
Okay.
Actually,
For
DJ
good
was
reason.
Bam Bam. Wait, DJ.
Oh,
Bam Bam. Bam Bam.
Bam.
Oh,
Bam,
man.
bam, bam.
Oh, I forgot about him. Bam Bam. Bam
Forget
Bam.
about it.
Bam.
I forgot about him. Oh my goodness.
And Barney Rubble was next door neighbor. And what was Barney's wife's name?
Betty.
Betty.
Yeah.
Hey,
Betty and Fred's wife's name was
Wilma.
Wilma.
Hey, is that right? I think that's right.
What?
Yeah, Betty and Wilma.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's right. I
And his
remember.
boss was Mr. Johnstone.
Do you guys remember the Dinosaurs TV show?
The
Not
little
the baby.
Not the
Not
baby.
the mama.
Not the mama.
You remember?
Dude,
Yeah.
that show was hilarious.
Yeah.
That show was awesome. I wish
Yeah, it was a
that
pretty
show
good
was still
show.
on.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, you got a computer. You can watch it anytime you want to, TJ.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you want.
They said, I remember, what was it, about a year or so ago, they said they were going to.
Yeah. He didn't
Do a
say that for you
reboot
to
of
go
it.
right now, TJ, but it sounded
They were-
like a hint. You can watch it anytime, TJ. Go on. Go on. Bugger off. Go on.
Is that true, Justin? They were going to revamp it? Is that
That's
true?
what I heard, but I never saw anything.
I'll be
about
back.
it, so
All right.
I don't think they were. I don't think it was
Remember the first
true.
one.
Right, in a minute.
Not the mama.
Because there's a lot of rumors like that that will go around on
All right.
social media for shows, and then they
Yeah, it
don't
makes sense.
turns out
Yeah,
not
it
to be true.
happens. Yeah.
What was the chick that used to be a symbol on a broomstick?
Bewitched.
Oh,
Yeah, Bewitched.
I know what
Elizabeth
he's talking about, and I don't know her
Elizabeth
name.
Montgomery. Yep.
There it is. There it
Are you
is.
talking about like that show Bewitched or something?
No. Old school advertisements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was like a special lady that they used.
TJ was young enough. He used to like the show Bewitched.
Yeah.
Bewitched. I always liked it when she wrinkled her nose and made things appear out of nowhere.
What about Sabrina?
Oh, you know what?
I like
I
that.
love them all.
Sabrina.
I love them all. I'm not gonna lie. Who was the Vampire Slayer one? Buffy.
Buffy.
That was
Yeah.
Sarah Michelle
Yeah.
Gellar. Buffy
Yeah,
the
I'm a
Vampire
big fan of
Slayer.
that one. I'm a big fan of that
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
I wanted to squeeze her. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit. I wanted to squeeze her a little. She's so
Hey guys,
she's
should
so-
I put Eddie off the ladies?
You can if you want to.
Guess
I
what,
wouldn't
Eddie?
recommend it. Wouldn't recommend
In October, for one night only, I'm going to be a lady.
it. Okay.
He's
one
coming
night
out.
only.
He's having a coming out party.
Don't ask me to sign up, you piece of garbage.
What do you mean?
Uh,
I want you to come
better
over
not.
and walk with
better
me.
not. I'm joking, bro.
I'm
joking.
booking your
the
ticket.
next
You
day,
better not.
the next day, Eddie, after he comes out, he's getting married.
Oh,
No,
dear
no,
God.
no. I get married on the Tuesday.
Oh, geez, Lord help us, Laura.
Yeah.
Lord
I get
help
married
us.
on the Tuesday, and on the Wednesday, we're going to Blackpool to do Walk of the Lights for domestic abuse.
You better not. He's gonna do
Oh,
it.
so you're getting married. You're getting married the day before. You're going drag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
But it's
mean,
it's for a good cause, Eddie. It's for domestic abuse awareness.
I mean, I'll take you on the last call, but that's it. You only get one shot. Only one shot. That's it. You piece of garbage. We love you, brother.
And,
We love
and you
You
know
sound
what?
lucky.
He was
We
showing
love you,
off his
Dave.
outfit. He's got high heels and everything.
I know, right? You better not.
Yeah,
No,
he does.
He's
He's gonna
serious.
do
I
it.
am.
He's gonna do
I am
it.
doing it for
He's
charity.
gonna do
It's
it.
for charity.
For charity.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it.
The more donations you get, the more.
The more I
made up
raise, the
for.
worse it gets.
Oh my goodness! You better not. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do
Yeah, it's all right. Like I said, if I raise the money, I'll do it.
it. You do it.
I'm even walking across a 3-meter piece of glass at 384 up in the air. And I might do a TJ and fall.
Oh, there you go.
Shoo!
Whoop.
Well, And
then on
A man so quiet, he's even
Yeah.
fast asleep.
Yeah.
You're gonna
And then
have-
on the Thursday, I filed him for divorce.
Yeah, he's getting married Tuesday, Wednesday he's going in drag, and Thursday he's
That's
getting
awesome.
divorced.
That's awesome. God bless you. I hope you do better than I did. I didn't do very well when I got married. Unfortunately.
Russell.
No, I did not.
Well, I didn't do very well.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, pack it in, Russell. You only set Paul off.
That's funny, Russell.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's it. You've done it now.
Funny.
You guys know what the old 80s monkey was with the clapping monkey with the cymbals?
With the symbols.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our TJ.
That's
Fact.
TJ.
And you're not the
That's our
first one to say
TJ.
that.
That's a fact. You know, cymbal clapping monkey. Okay.
Tell him, TJ. No.
Don't be mad, TJ.
No, I'm
only
good. I'm good.
It's only out of love, brother.
Yeah, but you're not the first one that's actually associated TJ with
Okay.
that monkey.
All right.
I
Happy
think,
cymbal monkey.
I think
Okay.
that. I think it was
It
David
was
or
Tim.
No,
No, it was Tim.
Tim.
Was it
That's
Tim?
right.
Yes, it
Yeah.
definitely wasn't me. I linked you to the laughing clown at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Let me see if I can find a video of that laughing clown.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I didn't forget about helping you with the comedy, TJ. I've just been busy.
Well, no problem.
We can work on it in the future, okay?
Yeah.
If you have time. I'll be there if you have time. All right. I didn't mean to cut you off. It just time, right? Stuff, right?
Here you go. I found it. Here you go, TJ. Oh,
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. You telling me that ain't TJ? It looks
that's
like
not TJ.
It looks a little bit like him, except for those lips. And he does that weird lips thing. I don't know if I trust that. A little weird. I don't know. You better not.
Here you go, TJ. This is your job. Look, they are looking for a new clown.
They're not.
Looking for
Oh my God! What is that? Oh my God! Oh, that's I think that's the arcade thing. You put money in it.
That's
That's pretty good.
I think that's
That's funny.
Not actually an arcade thing. He's actually a clown that just sits there all day laughing. That's all he does.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay him. He just does it.
No,
Okay.
he just does it at the entrance.
All right. Well, I mean, ain't no difference with TJ. He does the same
Oh,
thing.
that's pretty good.
Exactly. That's it's
Pretty
TJ's
much.
calling. That's his job.
Pretty much. He sits there and giggles. That's his job.
And-
Just sit
Yeah.
there and just laugh
That's his
all
job.
day.
Just think, TJ, you can make it unique to you. You can sit there going, that's funny.
Well, he's such a big hit at the store, they made him a manager, Eddie. Eddie, he's such a big hit at the store, they made him a manager.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
When you're this big, they call you Mister. Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Giggles.
Joe, are you still flying or is it still raining?
Still raining.
We got a lot of wet ground here.
Well, actually, the sun comes out, then it starts raining.
We got a lot of wet ground here in Paul's area where I live, but cutting the grass sucks, but flying is okay right now. Sorta.
We got glorious summer weather.
You do?
Yeah, it's been blue skies all day.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. That's
I'll
awesome.
tell you how warm it is. People are just chucking blankets down on the flicking pavement and sunbathing.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a good place to be.
It wasn't good yesterday when the lady fucking just flapped everything out and just laid down on the floor and just started sunbathing right in front of the window. It's like, what the fuck?
The little birdies don't go outside, right? They're only inside.
No, they're only indoor birds.
I was just wondering.
I don't know. They were trying to break out the window the other day.
Oh,
Okay.
they're always in the window teasing the cats. We have a line of cats sitting under the window waiting for them to come out.
Okay.
They're like, you're gonna come out one day and we're gonna have you.
All right.
And Rio sat in the window going, bring it on, bitch.
I'm glad you're okay, David. I missed you.
We're good.
Hope you're well, my friend.
Yeah. Well,
How's Laura? We don't need to ask about her.
Laura's Laura.
Laura is Laura. She's all right.
You
She's
know what
about.
She is? Okay.
Yep. She's not really on YouTube now. She's more TikTok.
Right. I just hope she's okay. I've been doing TikTok TV or something. No, Twitch TV. Twitch TV? You guys know what that is?
Is that where you're gaming?
It's basically Twitch, but it's like it's more YouTube-y.
Yeah, no,
You
they're
can watch.
not that.
It's like watching Twitch, but like kind of like watching a movie,
No, I didn't know about it.
if that makes sense. It's called
Twitch
Twitch TV.
There you go, Justin. A new market for you. Twitch TV.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I've never heard
And
of
if you
that.
have Twitch, I think you're connected to it.
Oh, you know what? Because there might be like an app or something like on the
Yeah, I
YouTube
think that's what it
option.
is. I think it's an app. Justin knows. I think that's what it is. It's an app.
Twitch live streaming.
Yeah, they're all fighting each other at the moment, aren't they?
If you have Twitch, it's connected, I think. I'm going to go play some poker tonight with the neighbors, and I'm going to probably lose my shirt.
No,
I
I
better not
can't.
spend more than $20. I better not do it. I'm not very good at poker. They're playing Texas Hold'em. I ain't very good at it.
No.
Probably going to lose. I'm saying. Yeah, whatever.
The best way to play poker at the moment, face mask. Just tell
Okay.
them you got COVID, put a face mask on. They can't see your poker face.
Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's actually a really good idea.
The 14s got arrested yesterday for beating up a guy, putting him in the
Oh, wait,
ICU.
this?
They all got
That's a cool
murder
man.
charges.
It's ICP.
One was
Yeah.
17, two were 18. I think one was 19.
I
And
wear
all
that
four-
when I go to the shows. I wear
All
that.
four of them got charged with murder.
Ah,
I wear
Or
that
attempted
mask when I go
murder.
to Shows.
Attempted murder charges.
Well, that's nothing new. What city was that, Justin?
I was in my county where I live at.
Oh. He's in Cali, right? California?
No, he's in Florida.
Nah, I'm in
Florida.
Florida.
Winter
Florida.
aid.
Okay, I always get those two mixed
Now,
up.
in California, the victim would have gotten arrested for inconvenience.
Yeah.
Four criminals.
Really?
No, just
yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'm maybe exaggerating just a tad.
Yeah.
Still.
East Coast says he twitches when he watches this show.
Okay. I mean, me and Paul live like 30 minutes apart. He lives in Port Huron, and I'm like 30 minutes,
Yep.
probably 30 minutes west ish.
Ish.
I live in K-Pac. It's not very far from you.
K-Pac is just west of me.
Yes. It's very near Imlay.
Yep. Imlay City.
Mm-hmm.
DJ's laughing at Imlay City.
You can't stop a guy like this from laughing.
No,
Good
you
luck.
can't.
Knock it off. Good luck.
What you can do is just get him
Yeah.
going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, DJ.
All he needs is
Wind
the
it up,
symbols.
D. Wind it up.
All he needs is the symbols on his hands.
Wind it up. Wind it
You need a little symbols on his
That's
hands. That's all he
Well,
needs.
one of the
What's funny
four.
is when he gets really going, his
Yeah.
wife is sitting on the couch. She comes over and slaps
Yeah,
him in
right.
the back of the head.
I
Boom.
know, right? What the hell's wrong with you, you moron?
Or just tell me to shut up half of the
Knock it off,
time.
you piece of garbage. All right,
Now,
I'm
one
gonna
of the-
go. I gotta go. I'm gonna go play some more poker with the neighbors. Wish me luck.
Good
All
luck.
right, if you
I
win,
don't think
share
I'm gonna win, but
If you win, share the wealth.
I
All
think
right.
this is Ed coming in here now.
definitely will. Hey,
Yeah, one,
All right,
one head to
hey.
another.
Hey,
how are
Eddie,
you guys?
you want to stay and say hello to Ed? There he is right there.
Sure, I will. Sure.
What's
one head
up?
to another.
What's up, Ed?
It's like they're brothers from the
Much love,
opposite
brother.
side of the damn
I
border.
hope you will.
Oh, could you imagine if Ed iPhone 3 hadn't had a shave, hadn't cut his beard? He'd be
Well,
twins.
yes, he had a beard way down to here, and
Yeah.
then he shaved it off. Ed did.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a beard like you, Eddie.
If I shaved his beard off, I'm gonna feel naked. Okay, I can't do it.
See?
Ed, what's up?
I can't do it.
There you go, Ed. Let
Yeah,
it go
do it.
then. And if you ever need you ever need some time out, call the other Ed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two Eds. Okay.
Okay, Eddie,
Two
you
Eds
have
are
a
better
good
than one.
time. He's gonna go
Yeah,
play
good
poker.
luck with the
All right.
poker,
I'll
Eddie.
see you guys later. Bye.
Hey,
Good
thanks
day.
for coming in, Eddie.
Hello, Ed.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
That's
Yeah.
going.
Good.
It's going.
So one of the 14s is that got one of the 14's girl that got arrested's girlfriend was there recording it. She went home. Her mom saw her watching it. She
Yeah.
said, "Nope, you're going right to the sheriff's department reporting it." Forced her to go,
Huh.
which was actually a good thing because if she wouldn't have reported it, oh yeah, she would have been in some serious trouble.
Oh, thank you.
She would have posted that.
What happened?
These 4 teens got arrested yesterday for jumping a guy outside a car wash,
Yeah.
and they all 4 of them got attempted
Why
murder
not?
charges against them because the
Oh,
guy
shit.
went into the ICU. That dude was beat to hell.
Holy shit.
Oh, Mark must have hit the wrong button. I'll show
Yep.
you. See if I can
Hey,
find it.
Mark, come on back in, buddy. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll jump back in. I'll be right back.
This meeting is being transcribed for AI companion.
I was trying to find the one to turn off Eddie's live stream. I can't find it.
Or his camera.
Yeah, well, his box.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you do?
He hit the wrong button.
He
Hit the wrong
booted you,
button.
Marky.
Let
No,
me in
no.
and then kick me out.
Yeah, he went, watch this, I'll get him. Poof.
Look at that! Look at
This
that!
dog get him.
See him?
Oh shit.
Damn.
They broke his jaw. A bunch of his teeth are loose. They broke his nose. Did something to
What-
his
what
eye
did-
sockets.
So what? Why did they beat this guy up again?
Apparently, from what I got from it, was the guy was a little drunk. One guy was at the car wash washing his truck. Some kid. He was a little drunk. Came up. I guess the conversation he was trying to have with the kids wasn't really all that crazy. From what the police said, it was very harmless conversation
He's out.
about how to wash a truck. And one of the kids just got pissed off.
Two
and
heads to
called-
no heads.
and a bunch of his buddies showed up, and then he was walking away. He had already left and was walking away, and they went down the road chasing after him and
Oh,
beat him up.
God.
I take it Joe's decided on a different route. We've got Paul's chair and Joe's back.
Yeah.
Well, Paul's at his chair.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's staring at you, confused.
It wasn't from this morning. So.
Got you confused.
I've seen Weight Watchers are regretting their advertisement campaign in the UK.
Why?
Well, they filed for administration. They're watching the pounds fall off now, literally. Apparently, they're struggling with the new fat jabs.
Oh no.
Oh, you're talking about what is it, like Ozempic or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wegovy, I think's the new another
Yeah.
one.
The shit that Joe's on's working because he's hardly eating anything.
I can sell them some Ozempic. I've got about 6 extra boxes.
Well, you know what my new weight is? I weighed in a little while ago at 237 from 259.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
great.
working then.
It's working.
Oh, is it
'Cause you only
working?
started it, what, about 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Wednesday will be a month.
What's the
okay.
medication you're taking?
Monjaro.
Monjaro.
Yeah, I went from 259. I weighed 237 this morning.
I've known 3 different people that were on Ozempic and it did nothing for their
I-
weight loss. But
I
it just
can't
gave
remember the last time I
a
was
bunch
in a
of weird
230.
It gave him a bunch of weird side effects though.
Well, when I started on Ozempic, I was almost £300, and I'm down to 200, just under 200 now.
Oh,
So it
nice.
worked, but it's taken 5 years.
Mm.
Well, I mean, look at Joe's lost how many pounds in 1 month? That would put it you at
26.
shit in 6 months. It'll be fucking 50 pounds.
I know.
Look like a little 12-year-old boy running around with gray hair.
You lose a lot quickly at first because you're getting rid of a lot of fluid, and then it slows down.
What weight are you supposed to be at, Mark? Like, what's your weight to height ratio?
Um,
We don't bother with that.
I would say I probably need to lose another £30.
Okay.
Well, if you give me your wallet, I'll help you.
Because that's how the military does it. They go by your height, and then they have an
Height and weight.
estimated weight you're supposed to be at for that height.
Yeah, your body mass index.
Unless you're just really built, like if you're fucking built like a train, and you're 70 pounds over that weight limit, but you're all muscle, that's one thing. But
Well,
know.
I was 18 or 19, almost 20 years old when I got drafted, and I went down to the draft center and went through all the different things, the IQ test and everything else. And then it got to that point, Joe, get up on the scale. I got up on the scale, and the scale goes, ooh. The sergeant looks at it and says, get off that scale. He gets up, weighs himself. Ooh. I get up. He says, get back on the scale. Ooh. You're out of here.
yeah, now they're doing that program where if you want to join the military, they have that was it like a 12-week program you go into, and they'll get you their goal is to get you down to the correct body weight before you go into basic.
See, I don't do body mass. I do water mass index. How much water gets out when I dive into the swimming pool?
Jesus.
So your body mass is based in inches of water.
Yeah.
More like gallons.
I don't know that program
See,
that they're doing with
when
the
I
military,
get in the swimming pool, the water gets out.
but that program with the military, I think they said they've had like an 85 or 90% success rate with it. So
Well, the interesting thing of it is my theory was when I got drafted, is if they want me that bad, I'll go. So that's why I went down. And after that, the weighing in session, he gave me a piece of paper, says go sit down in the lobby and wait for the rest of the people that came on the bus from Port Huron were at the center. And so I sat down there, and some sergeant major comes over and says,
Having
"What are
fun.
you doing? What are you doing?" I says, "Well, I'm here to be drafted, but I can't get drafted because of weight." He says, "Will you come on over here and I'll work it out for you?" I said, "No, that's okay. That's okay." That was back during the Vietnam War. I didn't. That's okay.
Well, and see, and now too, like if their recruitment levels are low, which they're not now, they've actually gone back up to where they're supposed to be.
What?
But like in times where recruitment levels are low, they'll actually give what do you call it, like exceptions to certain things. Like
Yeah.
it could be your
They
age,
do
it
waivers.
could be
Waivers.
waivers. That's what I was looking for, waivers. They'll do waivers like on certain things just to get you in.
Yeah, wafers are all right. You can put the ice cream between them.
Not wafers, waivers. That's all Mark heard when he went to the recruitment office. You got wafers?
TJ already ate all his wafers. Oh, TJ's ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I got up at the crack ass of dawn this morning. Got up at like, it was like 5, close to 5.
TJ, go take a nap.
Yeah, I know. I think I should.
Yeah, I think you should too before you fall asleep there and you're going to bounce your head off the
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
Catch you later,
TJ.
TJ.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Full daylight, 5 o'clock in the morning here. Oh, it was when I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, there was a guy that was 59 a couple of years ago who went back. He was already in the military back. What was
Oh,
it?
he wanted to re-up?
No, they. I don't know. I hadn't really watched the full thing, but he went back through basic training. I think he was trying to see if he could do it again. I don't know if he actually was recruited back in. Now, let me read the thing here.
Well, Joe, if you went back into the military and wanted to re-up, and not that you'd want to, have you ever heard of anybody older going back to basic training?
Not over 40. No, they wouldn't go back to basic training. I wouldn't go
I
back to
think he
basic training.
chose to do this. Is what it was.
Basic
So he
training.
said it. He was in the top 10% of his class, his training class, or his boot camp. So
So,
I think, yeah, it seems like it from what I'm reading. He just was doing it just to see if he could go back through it in the military. Let him do it. No,
But
'cause I think-
that kind of amazes me if they were just letting him do it to do it. It doesn't sound like the military to me. Of course, maybe things have changed that much, Joe, but
Well, he
It-
was in
it-
the military already. I think he wanted to see if he could do it. Why?
Yeah,
It's a
but
good
the-
press. It's good press for the
point being,
military.
I
though.
don't think you could be me. Maybe it was just a promotional thing because
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what it's good press for them. A retired military guy comes back through basic and is in top 10% of class. It's like a good motivational type press. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because then every single boot camp they go into, they're going to say, "Well, he did it. Why can't you?" Being at 20 years old,
the draft isn't still going in effect, is it?
No,
no,
that can still be reinstated if in a national emergency, but no, they haven't done it since was it Vietnam or Korea? Was the last one? I think it was Vietnam was the last one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Might have been Korea. I don't remember.
Vietnam was after Korea, I think.
Mm,
Okay, then it would have been Vietnam.
correct.
'Cause my dad was in Korea.
Yeah, and Vietnam would have been the last draft.
Yeah.
Oh no, if they wanted to impose a draft these days, they'd have to have a real serious reason to do it.
Mm.
But at the same time, every time the U.S. in the past has been in any kind of, I'd say, major offensive where they had to get recruitment levels up to like crazy levels like that. Yeah, I mean, they always have tons of people that go in and volunteer anyway. Like after 9/11, oh, dude, they had so many people going in the recruitment centers the first few months after that happened.
Right.
The recruitment levels were crazy high then.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to, draft people. People were just coming in and signing up in droves.
People.
Oh, where's that fucking now? Hold on. There you go. Let me pull this Facebook thing up. I was looking at yesterday. Here you guys go. Well, look at this, Joe.
Let's see a movie.
Generation Z going to World War III.
Oh, hell no.
This should have been playing in the Navy.
YMCA.
Oh, you guys will have a laugh at this one. Hold on. I love the Onion News. Here you go. Watch this one.
In Oregon started sending their son Timothy to a daycare facility in India 4 months ago.
Oh, it used to be quite a hassle in the morning.
Now sometimes I'm even able to just get them right into the box without even waking them up, so it's a lot easier.
Outsourcing Timothy worked so well, they decided to send their 3-week-old daughter Brittany to infant care in Sri Lanka. Though the wages earned by overseas child care workers would seem low to Americans, in countries like India, they are over 1 billion times the average salary.
It's only 12 cents an hour in India, which is a lot cheaper than $300 I was paying a week here in the United States. It's a big improvement.
Yeah.
Before he was acting out, a lot of yelling and screaming. Now, when we uncrate him, he's completely quiet.
Yeah, for like 2 or 3 days.
Susan and Mark Andelman of Portland, Oregon started sending
They said they sent their infant. She's trying to shove the box in the mailbox. Oh.
I really have to question, what the fuck were you searching to find that shit?
Oh, I was going through. You never watch Onion News?
No.
Oh, dude, Onion News is funny as shit.
I'm going to be honest, packing kids into boxes is not something I've ever Googled or...
No, it's an actual...
As much as I've really wanted to get
comedy
rid of the nieces and nephews in the past, why not? But
No, it's a comedy thing. They do. I was scrolling through Facebook Shorts and or the Reels or whatever they call it, and it popped up.
Well, I don't do Facebook. Short reels, whatever they fucking call them. They do my head in. It's all the same crap. How's your Boston tasting, Paul?
What's that?
How's your Boston tasting?
Oh no. Just a cookie.
Oh, just a cookie this time. We cutting back, are we?
You posted better, LOL.
No,
Oh my
you're
God,
not.
the
You've been
best.
eating all day. You've been eating Cheetos, ice cream, cookies.
Breakfast bowls.
At least he's got a variety diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does a college student that he got that freaking menu from.
It's called How to Eat Healthy.
It's like I said before, like I said yesterday, junk food is always cheaper than healthy food.
Yep.
Like if you look at just going and buying a bunch of organic vegetables and fruits, you're talking fucking big money.
Eat
versus
some
buying a
food,
bag
get
of
dish right
Cheetos and a
now.
freaking frozen.
I'm gonna make some food in a
breakfast
little
bowl.
while.
Put it this
Gotta
way:
wait.
if these tariffs turn back up, it won't
In a
be.
little while, I'm
The
gonna
other
make
way
chicken.
bloody
Just
round.
wait. Just wait. Come on.
Oh,
Well,
we're
David,
fine
fine.
your program
We're
slow.
fine on
your tariffs
food.
are going down, David, because you got an agreement with the U.S.
Yeah, on items that we don't normally trade with each other. Great. There's no tariffs now on beef. Did we ever get beef? No, because your meat's banned over here.
No, they
Yeah.
agreed not to remove the tariffs on the beef, but to import a certain amount of it. So you
What's
guys,
the point?
like,
It's banned.
you guys agreed to buy it.
But it's
Yeah,
banned.
but your beef has got all the stuff in that isn't allowed to be put in food here.
Yeah.
So
That doesn't mean that they won't redo the
And that
beef
Aussie
just
beef.
for that particular export, though. I mean, and not to mention, we're already working on removing a lot of that stuff from our foods now, too. Anyway,
It probably just get all
So-
minced up and
Wait,
put in.
whoa, whoa. If you guys are going to remove all that crap from your food, yeah, you're going to have a big shock when you next turn up to McDonald's and you get this skinny burger.
Mm.
no,
We'll get that now,
they're
basically.
actually working on that, though. They're trying to get rid of all the food dyes and any of the, like you guys were saying, the chlorinated chicken, stuff like that. They're working on getting rid of all that right now.
It's
They
all
actually, you know, Dr. Oz, the real famous doctor, TV doctor.
Yep.
Yeah.
He actually just got promoted into the position with JFK to work on getting rid of all that stuff. So he's in the health, like whatever the federal health shit is. He got a position in there and got sworn in by JFK in the Oval Office. So he's one of the guys that's working on getting rid of all that stuff.
Why would they be doing that at the airport?
Yeah, I thought JFK was dead.
I think you mean RFK.
Or RFK, sorry.
Junior.
But they're working on, like I said, that's one of the things they're working on, because a lot of people have said that over here for years, like how they allow red dye numbers. Was it red dye number 6? It was a real bad
Yeah.
one.
There's
And-
quite a few evil things. I mean, your Coca-Cola is going to taste a hell of a lot different when they start putting natural sugars in instead of, fortified sugars, as they call them.
Don't mess with my nerds, Dusty said. I mean, the thing is, though, is like most of the food, Dusty, like say, take the nerds, right? They're going to taste the same. They're just not going to be all colorful like they used to be.
Yeah.
But they'll still have that
Use
sugary
natural
taste.
dyes, like cochineal, if they want to make it red.
Yeah,
Mm.
you
Yeah,
want to
but-
make what makes me laugh, right? You guys think we have a big American market over here, yeah? The American candy and shit. They're all buying it. They're all going to supermarkets and paying £4 for a box of freaking M&Ms. You do realize they're not real American candy. It's not real American M&Ms because look at the ingredients. Them dodgy ingredients are not in there.
Oh, you can do that just going over the Canadian border and comparing products.
No, what I'm saying is all these supermarkets claiming that they're thinking they're not. They're just branded as American.
Well, like I said, that's the same with the meat. If you look at the meat industry, right, they're going to do the same thing like you said, M&Ms would do. They would resell M&Ms in the UK, but with not the same exact ingredients. They could
Yeah,
do
but
that
we
with
already
the
get
meat
M&Ms over
industry.
here.
I'm saying they could do that with the meat industry. They just, if this section of beef is going to go to this country and they don't allow something in it, you just don't put it in it. You ship it as is.
Yeah.
They don't make our M&Ms in America. They make them over here.
Oh, no, I'm just using that as an example, though, because the way he was talking about it. If you're gonna ship one product to 5 different countries, they have 5 different sets of regulations. You just
No.
convert each
No.
little section of that product into what they
I mean,
want,
it's actually cheaper to
Look
make
at me.
the American
Stop
food
barking right now.
over here than it is to ship them to here.
Well, exactly, because why would you make M&Ms over here and then throw them on a fucking cargo ship and send them over there.
Well, isn't that the same as beef then? Why would we have the cows over there when we've got them over here?
Well, I don't know. Do you guys have enough to support your population at the end of the day? That may be the reason why you guys are importing.
There is shitloads of beef over here. I'm telling you, you're not getting as big a trade deal as you think you're getting.
Well, none of us really know because they haven't even.
No,
really...
I can tell you, there is a massive campaign over here by British beef. Yeah. You go in the
Now you want a Aussie
supermarket,
beef.
that's all they're plastering at you. British beef. They have the New Zealand stuff and the, that, but it's always British, buy British.
No,
Yeah.
and buy Australian beef.
Well, what I'm saying,
Some of the
though,
supermarkets don't even stock other countries' beef now. It's just British.
like we don't really have to worry about
Aussie beef.
food too much over here because the U.S. is technically, when it comes to food, we're pretty self-sufficient on that. Like we actually have the biggest farmland of any country in the world.
Well, I
Arable
don't know.
farm.
Maybe the tariff was that we're gonna be sending you beef, in our UNICEF packages.
It might be like I said, the thing is the trade deal isn't been signed yet. They're gonna be like iron out all the details over the next 3 weeks, they said, and then they're gonna.
It take years to go through.
So, well, they said they're gonna have it signed within 3 weeks.
Nah, not an open house chance. Right,
Well, I
this
agree.
this is our country, right?
Ryan.
Our politicians, right? We put in a planning application to build a house. We have got a shit shortage of houses. Yeah, it takes 2 years to get it through the planning application. You think you're going to get a beef deal in 3 weeks? Not an open house chance.
I don't know. Well, you got to remember these people are know more than we do at the end of the day. What's going on behind doors? So I don't know.
Oh no,
I'm
we
just
know what's
telling
going
you-
on behind number 10
I'm just
doors.
telling you
Parties.
what they both said in their meeting when they were being asked questions by the media, and they were in the Oval Office and they were doing their whole meeting. That was what they both said. So, because I watched the full thing, so
East Coast, it's to do with the way you kill them, the way you process the meat, and
All the
probably storage and
preservatives.
stuff. It's all the preservatives and all that sort of stuff.
yeah. But see, the problem is with a country our size, because I think the size of the country does come into play when you're mass producing food, for the simple fact that you're moving it over longer distances. So some preservatives, I think it's kind of like that double-edged sword, right?
Don't you
Like
think that moving it all the way from the States to the UK is further than anywhere you go in America?
It depends on how they're moving it. Are they flying it in? Are they boating it in? Are they, because over here they normally would just go on a truck and be trucked across country, which could take 3, 4, maybe up to a week, depending on their route. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the point. Why would we, if we had a beef problem, why would we get it from the US when we can just go to France and go, oi, give us some of your beef? It's the same quality as our own.
I don't know.
And a lot closer.
Yeah.
Or we go up
It all depends on how much you're producing as well, though.
we
too.
just go.
I'm going to be honest. When they came out with the
Electricity
tariff deals, yeah, I just pissed my sides laughing. I'm like, not a hope in our chance. There's got to be something else in them deals that's worth more to America and us than it is the.
Oh, I'm sure there's
beef.
other.
I'm sure the
stuff in
beef.
there.
I am sure the beef is just like a Mickey take. Let's just chuck something in for headlines because we don't want them to know what else.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of military stuff in the back and
You
a
want
lot
us
of other things.
to
Too, yeah.
beef, but you won't buy our lamb. You don't bleed and
I
eat
don't-
lamb. We don't eat lamb over there.
I mean, we do, but it's just not a common dinner food for most people. I've never had lamb. I'll be honest. I've never had it.
Yeah.
It tastes
But-
way better than beef.
Yeah.
But I've known people that do make it on occasions. I just have never been to anybody's house and they happen to make it. And I've just never made it myself. So, I mean, you can buy it over here. It's just not one of your three main meats you see in the stores is usually pork, beef, and chicken.
Yeah.
If you want like lamb or something like that, usually you have to go to like an actual butcher shop. You know, one of those little mom and pop butcher places that does all kinds of different stuff. But your main retail stores, they usually only carry the three types of meats.
You just see Justin going into his butcher's. Have you got a piece of Sean? Sean? Yeah, Sean the sheep.
Yeah.
I don't.
Go into our butchers, you can get rabbit as well.
Mm.
Oh, I know. I've had rabbit before
Sale.
a couple of times. We actually
you eat
two
Mad
different.
props. If you
You
think
eat them fuzzy little bunnies.
yeah,
Tongue.
yeah, and mad props. If you think eating baby sheep is bad, yeah, you want to see how evil I can be when I fucking eat a carrot.
How dare you eat baby sheep? You should eat baby cows like we do.
Yeah, we
That's all a veal is.
Yeah, I don't even eat baby cows or baby sheep. I just eat adult carrots.
You don't eat
Randy?
baby carrots.
No,
Oh, baby carrots are much sweeter.
a fat wife could be a
I
cow.
do like seafood though, Randy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't eat that much seafood because that shit can get expensive. But obviously, Randy's over there living the high life.
Yeah.
He said I eat more seafood than most other
Hey, Randy.
meats.
Yeah, I'm on a seafood diet. I see the food and I eat it.
Yeah.
Brenda.
Yeah, I just did that. That was a nice packet of butter kissed.
Popcorn.
Oh, where's Laura been today, David? I was on
popcorn.
We've been doing a lot of work on the property, on the flat.
because she told me she was going to be on this afternoon, but
She was
wasn't
on.
Did I miss-
No, she was going to go on Fortnite, but nobody was on, so she decided to shut the computer down and
She just packed it in, huh?
yeah, then got on with tidying and stuff. We've
okay, because we must have just missed each other because I got
Yeah.
on there and she wasn't on.
you was on here when she was on the computer, but yeah, we're doing a lot of sorting out and chucking shit
Any-
out.
Any news on your building?
There'll be more news on Wednesday. They're
they're
coming
gonna
out
give
to do an inspection.
Do they
Hey,
actually
Brenda.
do they actually give you guys any information, or does it just go to the council and you guys hear?
No, it'll just go back to the council.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry. When he turns up, yeah,
No.
they said we're going to get a 10-minute slot with the guy from the council. And I went, oh, he's going to be here a lot longer than that. And they went, why is that? I went, well, there's the stairs, so the upstairs flats. There's the upstairs flats. There's a roof. There's the walls. There's the internal walls.
The fuck are you giving the dogs, Joe?
Give them a piece, a little bit of treat.
Oh, I thought you were just throwing out pain pills. Here you go. Everybody have one. I can come over to Joe's house. I'll sit on the floor and wag my tail.
Yeah, I'm going to be ripping him a new one.
This thing's taking too long. I'm waiting for something to render and give me a freaking STL file. It's like taking forever.
You using ChatGDP again?
No, this is on Tinkercad. It's not that extent.
Oh yeah, apparently Joe put that model through there and it came out all.
It came out, but the STL file sucks. Discombobulated. I don't know what the hell they thought it was.
Yeah, I've used a lot of AIs and just recently to try and do things, and they all come back with flaws in the images and stuff. It's like, what the fuck?
You should print it just to see what it comes out with. Just be a big pile of shit on the fucking thing.
It's gonna be a bunch of filth. So it's gonna be.
There's a big dog turd on the fucking
Oh.
on the printer plate.
I'm mad as hell with this freaking poker chip I'm making.
Thought you
Because,
started that earlier.
I was
well,
making another one.
no, I'm almost finished. I feel like this right now would be finished, but the stupid ass thing, it's like I said, it's telling me in the file that this is where the lettering starts. So I go ahead and I put the thing to break there and I put it in, and it gives me 2 more freaking layers. Lies to me.
Randy said, "Have you heard of a butt dial? How about a 3D print butt dial?"
So I got 12 of them now. I'm gonna have to paint the YouTube color. 10 of them. I'm gonna have to paint the YouTube color. So I go back and adjust it. 'Cause I
What
thought I
paint
had
do
it
you
right. Stupid ass thing.
The people
paint
of
do you-
Chicago have given a nickname officially to the new Pope. It's Da Pope.
The Pope.
The Pope.
El Papa. But you, Papa.
He's thinking about it, Randy. You know Joe, though. He's very decisive.
What I'm thinking about? Butthole?
No, he
No,
said
you need
to
a
get
bamboo. With AMS.
He'll order it and cancel it and order it and cancel it 2 or 3 times, and he'll finally get it.
I'm thinking of getting the AMS.
No, he'll get the one that what's it's got.
No,
Lloyd's got.
I'm actually going to search Facebook Marketplace see if there's an AMS on there.
It's about half the price, and it's got. I don't know whether the bamboo's got a built-in dryer in the AMS like the one that Lloyd's got has.
I mean, honestly, if you're printing enough, you don't really need the dryer.
No.
And you're not overbuying on filament. Like, some people will go out and buy like 20, 30 rolls at a time, and then they're just sitting for forever.
Well, that ruled that out of you out. Right, okay.
But if you're printing a lot and you're buying as needed, I mean, that shouldn't be too much of an issue.
To be honest with you, it's not that humid around here, so I don't know why you would need a dryer.
You don't.
Well, some places you don't need one. Like if you were out there where Dre lived in Southern California, you wouldn't need one at all. You're talking about just 2-3% humidity at the most at any given time, if that.
There you go. Final product.
It's the humidity at Dre's would be put
There you
in by
go.
aircon.
Do you
Yeah.
like it? Do you like it, Joe?
Hey, hold on, I'll get it. Oops, no.
Uh-huh.
It says USA drone flyer. It's got 107 on it. And then when you turn it the other way, backside, it's the different color with YouTube.
Sarah's got one of his poker chips. The other one you made, she's got
It is a
work
new
on her
one.
board.
Is 107 just a grade than 007?
Yeah.
No, 107 meaning print 107.
David, Sarah actually's got the bottle opener,
Ah.
the 2 little trinkets you guys sent. She took those to work and put them on her big cork board.
Oh, the
All the
London
stuff that
things.
everybody sent over the years.
Yeah, the London things. We got her.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's got them all. She's got a board, a big board at her work, and she puts everybody's stickers and different things they've sent her.
So that one's got my red, white, and blue like that. Yeah, this would be perfect if I had the red all the way to where it turned. See that it shouldn't have that white in the middle. It should be red in the middle, and the YouTube should be in white. That's what I've got to do. Move it up 2 more to get it to hit right. So these will be all right. I'll just paint them right now and then fix them.
Randy's in the chat bragging on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or bragging to you. So I could print 8 colors in one print.
I know he can. He could print this shit without having to stop it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. He just have to go in the program and just paint each little section. It would do it itself.
I think that one that Lloyd's got will also take 2 AMSs. So
Yeah.
you can print 8 with that as well.
Can have. I think you
I
can have.
don't know whether
four.
it'll take 3, but it'll definitely take 2.
If it's a bamboo, you can have 4.
No, it's not.
Well,
It's a
no,
what's
Joe said it only takes
any
2, the one
cubic.
Lloyd has.
It takes 2.
All right.
An Anycubic Cobra.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I was going to get into printing like that far and that crazy of printing, I would rather go with the bamboo too, because 16 rolls, I mean, you could have almost every common color you would ever use on there. And you wouldn't have to even switch out, even if you only had
Yeah,
4.
there you go. You can have 4 AMSs on a bamboo, 16 colors.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You could have 16 of the most common colored filaments and even a couple of just random ones that you wouldn't use very often on there, and you'd be fine. You wouldn't have to change them out very often, you know?
Yeah, I might get an AMS one day.
He said the Anycube is nice, but the software isn't as good as bamboo. I'm sure they'll improve on that though, as long as they stick to it, keep working on it. It's a problem is a lot of countries, or not countries, a lot of business companies these days, when they make products, that they're more willing to abandon it than try to keep refining it.
Grumpy Vlogger. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Hi,
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Oh,
Like
there's Lloyd
Beetlejuice. I said Lloyd 3 times again.
Yeah,
Been on that Beetlejuice trend today.
yeah. That's what I thought.
That's one of the reasons why I said I give Samsung credit for sticking to the foldable phones, you know, because the first couple generations were horrible for cracking.
Still are.
But they're getting better and better each
Why is
generation.
this thing not
But not
there?
though, because the third, was it the third or second one that was guaranteed up to 36,000 folds? That's not a lot. And now, when I went into the phone shop last week and got the laptop, they said that the flip phones now are only guaranteed for 22,000 folds. I mean, how can they go backwards?
Or is that the shop itself guaranteeing that many?
No,
Or
that's
is that Samsung?
that's Samsung. It was the big promo thing. And I'm not liking the new update for fucking Samsung.
Yeah.
Do I really need a click every time I fucking move a screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about all the electronics. They keep changing them all this time, and it's like, stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah, before I was able to have a clock that was just a clock and you didn't have no background. Now you've got to have a white background. What the fuck?
If you work
Get
on
rid of it.
an average of 30 folds a day,
You go
which
down
is perfectly acceptable.
Nice.
In fact, possibly low. It'll only last 2 years.
Now that's going to be a light box. The problem I'm having is this freaking thing right here. I'm trying to, because I'm going to have, it's going to be a hole through there and then a white background. I'm trying to get this thing to give me that freaking hole, but every time I tell it to finish it, it fills it in.
So the new,
That's what I'm fighting with right now.
so the new Z Flip 5, Samsung's claiming it can get 200,000 flips before the hinge breaks. But then
Is that the latest one?
Yeah, that's a brand new Z Flip 5. And then they're saying that, but there's been other people that have tested it third party and have gotten an impressive 400,000 plus flips before
That
the hinge
might
broke
work.
or the screen gave out. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think that I give it to him for sticking to it though and trying to.
The other thing I don't
innovate
like
it
about
because
the flip
a lot of
phone as
companies
well,
give up, you know.
Yeah, one of the things I didn't like about the flip phone when I got it was the software was always in tablet mode. So things like YouTube. You couldn't post YouTube Shorts or anything like that because YouTube would just instantly go, "This is a tablet," even though it was a phone. Even with
Yeah,
a
I
phone
remember that.
closed, you just couldn't do anything. It's just fucking pointless.
Yeah, I remember me and you were looking it up, trying to figure out if we could get it out of there.
Yeah.
We were looking up on Reddit and everything, trying to find articles and shit to see if there was a way to get it out of tablet mode. I remember that. But like I said, the reason I give Samsung credit is because at least they're sticking to it. A lot of companies will give up. You know, they'll come up with a really cool idea and they'll put out the first iteration of it, and
Yeah.
it will kind of not go the way they hoped it went, and then they'll just get rid of it, and then you'll never get to see it again. You know, I like when companies actually stick with something for a while and at least try. You know, whether it works out at the end or not is different. That's a whole different story. But it was just like the 3D TVs. You know, LG at the very end of when 3D TVs were being sold, LG came out with one that was just badass. They finally had fine-tuned it to where people weren't getting massive headaches and migraines from it, and they really got it set. But then right after they released it, all the TV manufacturers was like, "Nope, we're done." And LG and everybody just gave up on it and killed it.
So what printer is Mad Props got at the moment?
Bamboo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Bamboo.
Yeah, but which one? Is it the A1, the A1S, or?
I think you got the one with the, I think it's the S.
Joe, you're the host.
I don't think
Lord,
it's the A1 because the
I'm going
box
to
that
catch
he
the ship.
showed on his Facebook, that thing was fucking huge.
I'm booting Paul off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paul can't come back no more.
Yeah, A1 is not that.
Look at
My
Lloyd.
Lord.
Yeah, I think the A1's not a big printer, so it'd be the P1P or the P.
Hey
He
guys.
said he's going to go for the P1S.
He said the
The P1S is the one with a case around it. The P1P doesn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
dude,
some of their
there we
model
go.
printers are the same. It's just whether one has the
The
enclosure. I
case
think.
or yeah.
Yeah.
The thing
But it's
is, though,
technically
it
the same.
actually gives you the files to print the enclosure
What's up, Lloyd?
if
Hey.
you want it.
How y'all doing?
That's going.
We're doing.
Finally got some rain the last few days.
Yeah. Anyone else think that Lloyd looks like he's going to star in Harry Potter?
Okay, he has the X1 carbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm working
Oh,
towards Gandalf. Yeah.
What's up, Hodges?
Oh, he has the
Hey,
X1
Paul.
carbon and the A1.
Notice Hodges always shows up after Paul leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely go for the P1 P1S. The P1P is okay, but it does get a bit dusty.
Neat. Hi.
So
come
go
on.
for the P1S with the enclosure.
I got 3 dogs for sale.
The question is, Randy, do you really need another one?
Yes. I can answer on his behalf.
Well, that's the one and only question you really need to ask yourself.
To be honest, the A1 looks an okay printer, but it's so open and I wouldn't recommend it. The P1P and the P1S and the other ones, they're more because they're more boxed, they're more stable.
Oh, Hodges is at his trailer. He's on his vacation.
Yay.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, come on the panel, Hodges.
Come and join us.
Come play, come play.
I don't even know if he remembers how to get on Zoom. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Links at the top. Links at the top.
Yeah, I heard there's a big market for butt plugs, Randy, but yeah. Never mind. I'm not going to take it off the train. I've been going good for the last hour.
So how y'all been doing?
Yeah.
Good. I thought you had a whole setup at both places.
Yeah, Mad Props. I would not recommend stacking the the AMS is on the A1. They've already said it. The weight starts to buckle it. So
I thought they give you prints though for like a bunch of like things for them to sit on.
they do,
Yeah.
but they only give you 1 for 1. Then it's got to be an adaptation, and once you start stacking the weight on top, it causes
Oh, I'm sure somebody
stability
has.
issues.
I'm sure
Well-
somebody has made a print though for one to go on a table or something.
Yeah, but
Stack
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Because the AMS for the A1, I'll show you what I mean.
Just get a set of metal garage
Oh,
shelves.
how's the train
Yeah.
set going? I just been talking to you in a while.
Yeah, how's that train going?
You still doing that or
What?
the train
Train
set? Big train set that I just had, remember?
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's the AMS for the A1.
Oh, it was Night Train's birthday yesterday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see how it's just stood on that. It's not very, very strong. And when you start stacking them, they become.
Well, that's what I'm
Heavy
saying.
on
I'm
there.
sure somebody has made another iteration of that though,
Yeah, but
because of
that's
that
what I
issue.
mean. But
I mean,
when you come
people-
to this one, yeah, look, these ones, you can print that to stack them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stacking them on the table. Yeah.
Yes, but that's what I mean. For that one, it's easier. The A1S, the A1 is not. He's not very stackable.
I have the AMS light mounted onto the wall. Oh, he's got his mounted on the wall.
That's probably a better idea than
That's
having
actually not. That's actually not a bad idea, to be honest.
It's a good idea because you just saw how them legs were, and it's in a triangle. It's not very stable. If you get a little snag, it's going to pull the whole freaking lot over.
Well, think about it too. You don't have to have a massive ass table in a room to have the printer on. You could have a
Yeah.
decently sized table and then have those mounted on the wall above it or next to it. Or you don't have to worry about somebody like bumping into the table real hard or falling into it or something stupid.
I mean, I got lucky with the A1 anyway, because when I ordered that, they had that issue, and then they gave me a big voucher, so I went, fuck it, just go for the P1P.
So what are you up to, Lloyd?
Smoking.
Nothing. Just that's it. No, I just been farting around, using my 3D printer, doing some stuff.
He's pretending to be Professor Dumbledore off Harry Potter. Look.
Well, it's like I made 3 of the Gandalf staffs, and I've got another modification I'm going to do on them
Are they full
then I've worked-
staffs?
Huh?
Like you could actually walk with it, like it's a full staff?
Yeah, it's 6'9".
Oh wow.
It's got a little stone up at top that I could put a light in, and it glows while I'm
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah.
What'd you print it out of? Did you use like one of the?
Well, the first one I printed it with PLA. The first one I did with a white and black because that's what I had, and then I ordered a brown, and I liked it, but then I went ahead and ordered wood filament PLA, and that's what the last
yeah.
one's made of.
That looked good, nice with the wood filament.
Yeah.
I've actually got wood filament, but I just haven't got the confidence to use it. But
Well, I
somebody
thought-
said it's not very good.
Can you show us the wood one?
Do
You
what?
have it- You have it there? I'd like to see it if you can. Just Sean did those 2 violins for him and his daughter in the wood filament. Oh, those came out really nice. And then he just ordered all the hardware for him.
Yeah.
No.
Hang on just a second. Gotta.
That reminds me, I've got to print out a freaking clock for someone.
This is the staff,
Oh, look at that.
and it's.
Come on.
I'm
How
not
many
through
pieces is
sanding
that?
it yet.
Oh, that's
How
not.
many-
Yeah, it looks like
how
an
many-
actual stick.
Yeah, how many pieces you had to do that?
11.
I was
And
going to
then,
say, I was going to say about 14 because that.
yeah,
that
now
looks
it's 11,
mad.
but
Now, do you
and
think
they
it's
have
going to
a
hold up with the PLA or?
No.
well, they have on the inside they have a hex, and you also I see 11 plus you have to print out these little pegs
To
that
hold it,
fit
yeah.
down in there, and they keep it stabilized. Yeah,
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll
kind of
hold
like a
up.
wooden dowel type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly, just like it, except
Pretty cool.
and you line them up, and then
How much filament was you wasted on that? On support.
quite a bit.
Yeah, I bet there's a
Quite a
hell of
bit.
a lot of supports on that.
Actually, no, I didn't use much supports.
Did you
So I really
print
didn't
it
waste
laying
it.
down then or standing up?
I stood it up.
Yeah.
The only time there was supports, and it was just, and I did it in the organic style or the
Yeah.
All right, cool, Randy. I'll
and it's
check it.
just little spots there and
Oh.
here and there that stuck out, but for the most part, I just did it standing up. Of course, I was smart enough to only print one at a time because sure as shit, I print I print two at a time, and one of them goes bad, and then I got spaghetti on one side.
Yeah, you got to do one at a time.
Yeah.
So what's
I
the
print-
little light?
This is the light, and I couldn't find a bulb to put in it, but I put an LED in here. I've got a hole lined up there. I bought a dozen of the LEDs I can just twist to turn on and off.
Uh-huh.
$5.99 over at the hobby store or the craft
And you
store.
printed that yourself too?
Yeah, I printed this. This is
Well, you done
this
it?
is done. I was printing them, laying them down because it's an odd shape. So I was printing them, laying them down sideways, and trying everything, and the supports was just messing it up. And I was talking with Mel. He says, "Have you tried vase mode?" I said, "No." So he started printing one. He says, "It's working." So I printed out, and that's done in vase mode.
Oh, nice.
It's one
Did
single.
you consider doing a luminous filament? Could have used
Yeah, I
a-
used. Yeah,
not
I just
the,
used
not the clear one, but you could get like a pale one that glows in the dark, so blue.
Oh
The
yeah,
pale
yeah,
blue.
I could do that. Yeah. Well, I got to get over to
Translucent.
Fort. I got to get
Thanks,
over
Randy.
to Fort Smith because I've got Mel had a bunch of colors and
That's from
translucent, and
Yeah.
he printed them in. I think I've got red, green, yellow, blue, and purple. I think,
Nice.
and they have the bulb go up inside there, and boom.
Here's Randy's
Yeah, that's
setup.
yeah. So, oh
So,
wow.
yeah, he's got it mounted up
Nice.
on the wall.
Oh,
there.
so yeah, he's already got the AMS on the stand.
But lately,
Nice
the
little
last
setup
couple of
there.
days, I've been working on my pipe stand. So,
Yeah.
but
Oh, nice. Oh, you should do that in wood filament.
yeah, I probably will. But I wanted to get it right first. And
Yeah,
then I
that
got
could
it
have
been
way
good.
back here.
That would have
And,
looked good with that filament I have. It's marble looking.
yeah, it would.
Marble
you know,
would look
these-
good on that.
These are a fairly tight fit, but they still, you know, if you're not careful, they'll fall off. But they fit the pipe real well, so that when this one here, so when I tip the pipe, you know, the stand forward or bump it, the pipe doesn't just fall forward. And that's I put it at an angle, and then I made notches for this one to fit on. So it's in three parts like this, and then one of these that printed 3 times. So, and it holds my pipes, and I made it with and without the logo, and got kind of elongated holes in the bottom, and that's my own design. I tried printing some of them online. I didn't like the way they worked, and they didn't hold my tall pipes. So I thought, hell, I'm gonna make my own, and I went on Tinkercad, and that's what I came up with. And I'm fixing to start on another one that's rounded. So, but that's what I've been doing lately. That, and I started collecting pipes, it seems like. So, this one and my Gandalf one are my 2 favorites. I just got a new one. It's Briarwood, and it's
Back in 5.
Huh?
In other words, I'm AFK, away from
Oh,
keyboard.
okay. All right. But this is my newest pipe. It's a bent Dublin style briarwood. It's got
Yeah.
it looks black, but it's actually a really dark blue with little blue swirls in the paint. So I got that up in Tulsa at a pipe shop. I've actually found a pipe shop. So but
You
and
fool with
because Bill
Tinkercad a lot, right?
do what? Oh, I like Tinkercad. I mean, I'd like to be able to use something better, but for the most part,
you
Tinkercad works.
You see this little drone right here, right?
Yeah.
That's about 6 layers of the drone. And I've got it all up and down here to try to make that a hole. Right? So when I tell it to do it, when it comes back, it barely makes the hole up. I don't know what else to do. It should work.
What kind of
It's
image
set up
is
as
it?
a hole.
What's the image type?
It's actually a drone, the Mavic 3 copy, STL file. And I've
Oh, it's
made
an
it a
STL
hole.
file?
Yeah, this right here. And
Yeah.
I've made it, hold on a minute. See, that's actual file. If I can go up and down with it like that.
Right.
And I've got like 6 or 7 of them together, duplicated, trying to get that like an opening. But when I tell it, okay, let's export it, 90% of it's filled in. And it doesn't make sense because it should not be filled in.
Well, if you just want it as an outline like your letters,
yeah,
just take and save a picture of it as a PNG, then go to PNG to OBJ.
Yeah.
And then drop it in there. Because when you export it, because what you're doing is that's an actual layered image or layered STL files.
Yeah.
And you want it to be flat to turn it into a hole.
Yeah. Need a
And
flat.
then you can, and you can make the hole as deep or as high as you want to.
Okay.
I don't think you can add the hole in the slicer, can you?
No. Because it's gonna be a light box when it's finished.
Right. Now, is that drone going to be multicolored or is it just going to be an outline like the letters?
It's just gonna be a hole, and then it's gonna have on the back of this, because it's gonna on the back side of the top is gonna be a white sheet. Just for white lettering.
Oh, okay. All right.
So all it's gonna do is should be a white drone, basically. Like,
right.
Right. Now, if
see,
it
that's
would give it to me where I had even the outline of it showing, it would make it look better. But it's not. You see that? It should come out like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling it to group it. That's what it should come out like. But look what it's doing. Now, if it came out like that, I'd be perfectly happy.
Well, that's because you've got multiple shades of that. And it's interpreting certain ones as solids and certain ones as holes. So it's because you want to find that image, but you want it to be a flat outline image rather than I've run into that problem too. And a lot of times I'll take an image and I'll turn it to a black and white. So
how do you do a PNG to a object file?
there you go online and you upload your PNG. Let me see if I can find that.
Oh, they've got a program online? Because I got a couple of those.
Yeah.
I got a picture just like this of this drone.
Okay. Let me see if I've got. There's one that's really good, and if I can find it, I'll put the link in the description.
That might be the way to do it. That's got to be the way to do it.
Oh, you want to turn it into an SVG, not an OBJ.
Yeah.
Let's see. PNG. Okay, yeah, here it is. No, that's not it either.
Stop.
No, that's not the one I used. Because there's one of these guys that I was watching one of his videos, and he recommended this site, and I've been using it, but now I haven't used it in a while, so I can't remember which one of them it is. But just type PNG to SVG, and there's a number of them that will. Oh,
Okay.
here it is. Yeah, I think this is it. I try. I'll put this in the chat or in the
Okay.
paste. So you just upload your PNG file and it'll convert it. So
Find a really good Mavic 3 PNG file. That looks good. That's what I want. Okay.
yeah, because that's the easiest way to do it. You know. When I originally added those rings into my pipe stand, I made them print in place, which worked, but it was just they were too loose, and they're still too loose. I can't. Sometimes they'll just go through just fine. Sometimes they don't. But I've got the tolerance as tight as I can get it without molding it, and then it'd be useless. But yeah, when I was doing my poker chips and shit, or not that, but my well, yeah, they were poker chips, but I made them like chess pieces. And when I was doing them, I used the PNG to SVG. Takes all of 2 minutes. It don't cost anything. Then you just import the SVG and drop it in there. SVGs are better than OBJs, in my opinion.
I think I got it. I'm looking there. Yeah, I'm importing it now because I'll get rid of because it's not doing what I wanted to do.
Oh, it's not?
No, hold on. Oh yeah, I got it. Hold on. Where the hell?
Yeah, on this stone here, that's just a single layer. There's no infill, nothing. It's hollow, and it's just one continuous done in vase mode, and it no supports or anything to hold it to do that. So
Hello, Jim.
go.
Please.
Jim. The Shady Bunch.
I got these little things for. I got a dozen of them for $5.99 over at Hobby Lobby, and they just, you just screw the bottom of them. Well, and they just happen to fit. Well, we actually when I designed it, I made the hole in it, or Mel designed one too, and Yeah. And that fits up in the top of that staff, and this just drops. I have a hole just big enough for that, and it drops down in there. And but yeah, and then I want to shut it off. I just pick it up, take it off, turn it back on, and looks pretty decent in there. So, anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know if that helped you, Joe, but that's the best I could come up with.
I think that's gonna work.
Do you? Okay,
'Cause
cool.
I've got it there. I've just got to adjust it. That's Paul's about 8 ship for the day.
Do what?
That's probably Paul's 8th ship today.
Well, he did 4 while we were on this morning, didn't he?
Yeah, he just said, "Y'all don't mind if I go do a ship," and never came back. Actually, didn't even say it. He calls me after he went down there.
Well, he's got a hobby.
Yep.
I'm down to about a half a pack of cigarettes a day now.
Oh, great.
Some days I don't even, some days it's probably about a quarter pack.
I ran out about 2 hours ago.
I got some here if you want me to loan you one, or I got an extra pipe if you want.
I've got pipe.
I got a lot of pipe tobacco thanks to Uncle Bill.
Yeah. I haven't got any pipe tobacco, but I've got pipes.
Oh, well, I got plenty. I can loan you a little. Just hand me your pipe and I'll fill it for you. This buttered rum is good. Good pipe.
Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I always used to get the rum flavored ones, me.
Well, it was your idea.
Yeah.
The rum flavored, and Bill ordered it right there on the show that night, and then told me after, or told me later in the show. I thought he was just going to send me those props. And it is a good flavored. I'm really enjoying it. But I thought, as we went up to it, I actually went to a pipe and cigar store up in Tulsa. They actually have a smoking area there, so you can.
Oh, nice.
You can
check it out.
Yeah, you can. And they hand you a box of matches. I bought a new pipe while I was up there. It's a decent little briarwood pipe. It's a tapered one, but it's a little short. But it's a nice pipe. And then I bought some tobacco there. He says, "Try this," and then hand me a box of matches. It's like, but bunch of old guys sitting there on their computers. I don't know, looking at porn or something. I don't know what they were doing there, smoking their cigars. I was up there with my son because he had to go up and see his surgeon and another doctor. So we thought we ain't got nothing to go home to. So we just kind of made an evening of it. And occasionally I'll suck that smoke in and it'll catch me off guard. There's Paul. There was Paul. I thought maybe it's me. I came on, he disappeared.
Yeah.
I do that to people sometimes. I don't know why.
It doesn't work with art.
Yeah.
What?
I said it doesn't work with art.
Oh, I know. Yeah, poor Art. But you know, it's like I say, every village has an idiot. He's ours.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Stop it. It's too late to bark now.
Or somebody lost their idiot and we found him. One of the two.
We have one here too. Yeah.
Yeah, Art's a good guy.
I've got no more ham. I've got no more salami now. You bet all that.
Hey, Lloyd, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How about you, Paul?
Ah, another day.
Tired now? Out of breath now?
This makes the 6th ship today.
Yes.
Kind of a record, I think. And you know how I tell I can't do this much longer, Lloyd?
How's that?
I was sitting down there and I got it up in the air just in time, and I started down the side of the ship like I do down the port side of the ship and go
Right.
around. I get
You weren't
down
hitting
halfway
record.
down the port side, and I didn't hit the record button.
Oh crap.
So I backed up all the way back up to the ship, up to under the bridge, and then came back down again.
That's the third time you've done that today. At least second time.
Well, the old noodle isn't doing what it's supposed to do, Lloyd.
Yep.
I'm getting old and I haven't become decrepit yet, but it's headed that way.
Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah.
I could kiss you.
Ah, there you go, man. I told you.
Yeah,
Is that what you wanted?
that's what I want. Put it right in
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't really want the kiss, but I'll take your thanks. But that's good.
there. Yeah, I was fighting with it for 30 minutes. But that
Yeah,
worked.
well, I saw what you were doing and I knew what it was doing because I've done the same thing. And sometimes those STL files don't, you got to have just a flat image to do it,
Yeah,
to
now
make it
I've
a
got it
whole.
like that. It's all the way through.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I want.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad it worked out.
Now I can make the light box.
There you go.
The other thing has been driving me crazy. Remember when you were making poker chips?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show you. That's the front.
Right.
I got it. Yeah, that's right. It says USA Drone Flyer, and it's got in the top 1 and 07 in the edges. And then when you flip it over, YouTube.
Yeah.
And
you're
to do
having
it
to
right,
stop.
you gotta glue them.
What I had to do. But I did, yeah, that's what we ended up doing was gluing them. It's about, although when I was talking to Brad Alston up there, if you take and you put, but you know, you're going to get one side's going to be a little rougher than the other because
right.
When you do it the other way, which is take and put your image on the one side, make it a hole, then flip it over, but make it so you got just a real thin first layer, and that will all come through. And then the top side do the rest. But yeah, to do what you're doing, yeah, gluing is about the only way. That's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, I don't mind gluing it. You know, it's just
yeah, no, because it turns out, you know. Well, it's no harder than it was probably for you to put those stickers on them.
oh, I'm telling you. That's it. It's glued. And I got the red, white in the middle. And I got the red and the blue in the middle, white on the outside, and the letters are in white, so it stands out. Really
Yeah.
stands out.
Yeah, that's nice looking. That's gonna be that's a nice looking chip.
And then, like I said, if you look at it real close, on the very top it's got a 1, then on the side it's got a 0, then it's got a 7.
0 and a 7. Yeah, 107. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool poker chip.
It only took me 2 days to get it right.
Well, I finally came to the conclusion that the only way to do that, to have the accuracy you want, is to, of course, what I did is I made it one chip, and then I split it,
Yeah.
and then put the two. I made one side, flipped it over, did the other side, and then I did a 50% slice. In the actually, I did it in the slicer. I was able to cut it in half in the slicer.
Yeah, I was able to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Lloyd, there it is. That's the middle of the ship. And then I says, what the hell, you know? So I reversed it back up the side of the ship.
Right.
To get in front of it again, just as it's going underneath the bridges.
Right.
I was getting a little nervous about the bridge being there, but hey.
Yeah, I could see why. Oh yeah.
Live from Port Huron, a local old guy flying a drone crashed into the Port Huron bridge today, and then landed on top of the ship passing by. All he said was, "Can I have it back?" Oh, what is that? What is that you leaving me over there? I
I
told
can
you.
imagine.
I told you. I'm not paying attention to it. She left a turd right in the hallway.
Yeah.
What is that on the floor
Oh,
over there?
bitch.
And now you side eye me. Oh, that's it.
I
You're
smoked
gonna
that
side eye?
whole bowl up. Wow.
Get that right here. Oh,
I've been
don't
learning
say
to
it.
pack my pipe where I'm not packing it as tight so I can get a decent draw. And I'm smoking the whole bowl now
What is
without heating up my pipe.
What
So
is this?
that's there's an art to learning how to smoke a pipe. Because otherwise it just tastes like smoking ashtray.
You know those round clipper lighters?
Do it?
The refill, well, they're not always refillable. Sometimes they're just disposable.
Right.
Lighters that are, they're round. And they're just about the right size to tamp
look at you,
tobacco down with.
It's fire.
Yeah. That's a pipe smoker I use. And then it's actually a nice, it's like $8, I think. But it's got the scraper, the tamper, and the pick. And it even has this little thing that pipe stand. Yeah. And it's made out of brass. It's heavy son of a gun too. So yeah, I tried doing, they say, oh, you got to use matches. You know how hard it is to get match to even strike anymore?
Yeah.
And then by the time you get it, you got to let the sulfur burn off of it. And then you're sitting there puffing and puffing and puffing. Suddenly you're getting your fingers burnt because you let the damn match burn up.
Yep.
Yeah. So I said, screw it. Went and ordered a pipe.
A pipe lighter.
A pipe lighter. Now, mind you, it goes through a lot because you're puffing a lot. But it's not the torch like my cigarette lighter. It's just soft flame. So.
Is it a petrol one then?
Do I?
Is it a what's it? A lighter?
It's a refillable
rather
butane,
than
yeah.
gas? Yeah, is it like a Zippo where you use a
Yeah.
fluid petrol?
No. It's a butane.
Oh, it's a gas one, right?
Yeah, it's a gas. Yeah, it's a gas one. Just yeah.
Nice.
Even got a little window back there. If you squint real hard, you might be able to see one of these days. I have to really get the light hitting just right so I can see how much friggin' fluid.
Whether
is
there's any
left in it.
gas left in it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you couldn't made that damn thing bigger,
I just used a Zippo.
Yeah, I've got probably 4 or 5 Zippos around here, but I've always had the problem. I put a Zippo in my pocket, the damn things leak out, and let me tell you, in your pocket and they start leaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get burnt. You get kind of scalded down there from it. You know that gasoline or whatever, diesel or whatever the hell that fluid is, kerosene, whatever they put in those.
Yeah.
That lighter fluid, it doesn't go well with your lower extremities, I should say. Kind of like putting Bengay down there. It's just like, oh. I look at my, and the friggin' thing is leaked. Like,
I've never actually had a Zippo that leaked.
oh, I
Mind you, I've only got one.
yeah. Well, I've had a bunch now. I haven't tried any in a while. They, it may not be that bad now, but I've got.
Oh, this one's at 30 years old.
Yeah. I've got some newer ones. I think I still have the one I had when I was in the service. It's somewhere buried somewhere in my junk. So.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
I had to fix Kelsey's computer. It was overheating.
That's probably close. It's probably about 40 years old, actually. What do you think of it?
Did you put anything on this?
I haven't done that yet.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah.
Where's that yellow stuff?
Glue.
I'm not kidding. When did you fix?
Honestly.
That was too easy there. Lloyd, thank you.
What?
I said that was too easy.
I was glad I could help you, man.
I'm gonna save that file. I mean that site.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I use that site because they're really there's a lot of them out there, but that's just about the best one. And one of the guys on YouTube that is showing how to make stuff, that was the site he uses and recommends, and he makes he's got a lot more subscribers than I do, so I figured he might know what he's talking about. So
Yep. I tell you, I was arguing with it all. I was saying, come on, man. And then when I went through and I had to delete them all off so I could put the right thing in there, I had
Right.
12 of them. I had 12 drones stacked on top of each other, trying to make it a whole.
oh yeah, you couldn't just put one on there to make it a whole.
Wouldn't do it because it was. I had to flatten. I knew I had to flat. I knew the word. I knew I had to flatten it. So I had it
Right.
all level, and I was trying to flatten it that way and put
Yeah.
2 or 3 of them together to make it a complete whole through. So I had the right idea. I just had the wrong.
Yeah, you
file.
had the right idea. You just needed an outline picture more than you needed a.
I went and found a PNG on the Mavic 3 and did the same
Right.
thing. I should have put a Purple Heart there though for my injury.
Yeah. Did you injure yourself with your Mavic 3?
You didn't know about it?
No. What the hell did you do?
Mavic 3 attacked me.
Oh my God.
That was last Saturday when I was flying and bringing it in.
Right?
I got about 4 feet from the car. It was going 0.5 miles an hour. And I was landing and the obstacle avoidance kicks in. And instead of it landing, it shot directly at me at 2 miles an hour and I barely blocked it. It was
Oh my
like,
God.
it was like this.
Yeah.
It hit right here. So DJI has the drone, they have the file, they have the flight records, and they're trying to decide what they're going to do about it. And like I've told them, I said, that was the 205th landing of that drone the same way. And
Right.
I've landed it the same way 204 times. The
Right.
205th time it did what it wanted to do.
Yeah.
So you need to figure this out. I said, because I've got 750 flights under my belt. I'm not new. I said,
Well,
could have lost an eye.
I tell you, it's that AI stuff now. It's Skynet is coming alive. It's going to take over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robot.
And what happened is when I grabbed, and when I think back at it, I probably could have grabbed the bottom because my hand was right there.
Right. Grab the bottom and flipped it up.
But as it touched the tailgate, the blades shifted. That's what the back blades caught me. And my hand had the drone, and I went like this. I just threw it, and when it hit the ground, and I saw pieces break, I went, "Oh damn!"
Maybe I shouldn't have thrown it. Yeah.
No, I threw that bitch. I didn't even realize I was cut until I went to pick it up, and I realized I got blood all over me.
Right.
So that's what it looks like after a week.
Oh my God. I think I heard somebody mention something about it, but I didn't know exactly, what happened, and I didn't know who it was. So it was you that had to happen to. So.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah. Proof is, they heard Joe on this channel slagging off them Chinese. He was digging at them, and they went, right, we'll get that bitch. And they got him good.
I only dig at one person on this channel. That's Paul.
Yeah.
Only dig at Paul to make him remember things.
Yeah. No. You had to dig up Paul. And the Chinese are like, don't you upset my Paul.
Paul buys a lot of drones. He throws them away. He sends them away. He don't buy them for him.
Exactly. That's why. You don't upset Paul. You got Chinese on his side.
Yeah.
You walk at me one more time, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove your bulk.
Paul's got friends in high places.
Yeah, Paul's going to be DJI's major import into America.
I'm going to give y'all some rice and tuna fish.
So you go buy the new, what is it, Mavic 4 Pro or the Mavic 16 or whatever, Paul?
No, not me, but that's what Joe's buying.
Is that what Joe's buying?
I'll put it this way. I'm going to be lucky to get the football season with my money.
I know somebody else who wants one as well. Keeps on asking me whether or not it's become available yet in the UK and what the price is for it over here. Just in case you can't get hold of one over there.
Who's that?
Jonathan.
Oh.
It would be nice if DJI sends me, since it's a Mavic 3 original, they may not have one. So they may have to send me like a Mavic 3 Pro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
wouldn't that be too bad?
A little compensation for what happened would be nice.
That'd be nice,
And
yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if they added a Mavic 4 Pro on it,
Yeah, they might just decide to upgrade it for you.
But I'm gonna tell them what I'm gonna do with all the batteries for the Mavic 3. You need to give me both.
Well, the Mavic 3 Pro's an upgrade. He's only got the original.
I'll take a Mavic 3 Pro right now. I just don't want to. I've got batteries at 98%, 4 of them. I don't want to just throw batteries away or compensate me for that,
Yeah.
So we got to figure this out. They've had it for 3 days, and they told me that the SIRA's taking so long, they're evaluating it. But when you look at the flight records, I have a copy of them, and I went through the details of them. It shows it 0.5 miles an hour, and it's showing descending 4 feet off the ground.
Right.
And then it shows the gap between it and me at 4 feet from me. It says 2.1, 2.2, just shot. Now, even if I hit that button or hit that stick,
Right.
the obstacle avoidance should have stopped it.
Yeah, it should have.
So that's what I told him. I said, either way, I said, I know I was pushing the stick forward, but I wasn't pushing it forward that fast because I was slowing it down. I said, I've done it 205 times with that drone. So their attitude, they've been very good, but they just won't give me an answer. I think they don't
Yeah.
know how to answer it yet.
Yeah, it's
No,
probably what they're
no,
looking at.
They're
honestly,
waiting
they're
for you to
probably
get bored and go away. That's what they're doing.
honestly they probably do have to run it by their legal team, Joe. At the end of the
That's
day.
probably what's happening.
Because the thing is, it's not like it's a company that's just operating out of China where they could be like, fuck you, oh well. They
Yeah.
have actual offices here in the US, so they have to abide by
And
the
he,
US laws while they're here. You know? If they were strictly operating out of China and they had no US based anything, they could literally just be like, fuck you and walk away and there'd be nothing you could do about it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Justin, my son Justin, he has a friend that his buddy does real estate and a lot of stuff with drones. And he had a Mavic 3 and he was bringing it in. It was a Mavic 3 Pro. He was bringing it in and obstacle avoidance kicked in and it hit his windshield of his car. And the obstacle avoidance did the same basic thing. And he let them know what happened and that he was pissed off about it and all of this. They replaced the drone. They replaced his windshield and they gave him a fat check. That's all he said. He got a fat check, but he can't tell the price of it. He can't disclose it.
Yeah, NDA.
Yeah, they made him sign that before he took the check. And they said, if we find out you talk about it, we will come back at you. So they admitted, with the flight records. And he said, I sent the flight records to Justin, and Justin said, he said it basically looked the same, but it did. He said it's just they had a glitch and all of a sudden decided to come at you. But if I
because
wouldn't have
what's
blocked
weird
it,
is-
I could have lost an eye. I could have been
Well,
lacerated.
what's weird is the fact that the obstacle avoidance should have stopped it from hitting you, but yet when it kicked in, that's what actually it did. It's almost like it did everything in
sped up.
reverse. Yeah.
Yeah, it's instead of it, because then the next day I went out with the Air 2S and I set
Right.
up everything the same way. And I moved away from the car and brought it down the same way and got it to the back of the car, the same thing. And I was talking
Yeah.
to somebody, I said, this is what, and they saw what I said, this is what happened yesterday. I was bringing it closer and it shot in. And I started bringing it closer, it was going beep, beep, beep. And that sucker wouldn't let me go further. And it went straight up. I said, you see, the other one didn't do that.
It's one of them car alarms that speaks to you. Step away from the vehicle.
Yeah, Lon said it was probably that as it was coming close, it may have, since it's got that nifty mode, it may have seen like a crack between like the windshield up there and said, well, I can go right through there. So
I don't
I
think
may have
they-
found something that saved somebody's life, never know.
There you
Honestly,
go. There you go, Joe. You've been told you're only allowed to fly the flip.
No,
honestly, I don't
I don't
think
ever
they'll-
flip.
The chat has spoken.
unless it's a straight hard word code that they know that, yeah, that's what went faulty. If they're
Yeah.
just trying to go on straight conditions of what might have caused it, they'd never be able to figure it out because you don't have video of exactly what kind of conditions you were in.
Well, I had
You
just
could
turned it off.
describe
too.
it, but
I had just turned the video off. If I'd have left it run, I know I could have got it to go viral.
now I'm sure they have diagnostics that when they plug into the drone, they probably have more detailed than what you do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there might be something in there that will exactly tell them, yeah, the sensors failed here at this point, which caused the drone to accelerate or whatever. But unless if that doesn't tell them anything though, they're mainly just fucking guessing on what conditions you were in. But since you don't have any video of it, I mean, there's so many environmental and your car being there the day of where the sunlight was positioned at the time,
Yeah, that's what
shadows.
it
I
said.
mean, there's so many variables in there.
They
Yeah,
did
whether
ask
you're
me.
ton-
Yeah, they did ask me to take a picture of the car, how it was too. So I went back to the same place and did it just what it was.
Right.
I did it a couple of days later. So it was a couple of days later, but the same time of day. I said, so that's what it was looking at and I said I was standing right there underneath the tailgate. So they're thanking me for everything I keep sending them because they said it's adding to the thing, helping them. But
Yeah,
I
it's
really
like-
think they know there was a problem. They just don't really know what it is.
Because it's like how some products, there'll be a little door on the bottom of it and you'll pop it off and there'll be some port there you've never seen before. That's because that's for their little special adapter they plug in there and they can get all the
Yeah.
diagnostics off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be one of those inside those drones that they plug into. I don't know, or they could just plug in through the
Oh, there probably is.
USB-C
And they
port.
probably have a software, hardware system that when they plug it in, that it automatically can read all the telemetry and everything,
Yeah, it
you
gives
know,
them a
and
detailed
test all of the hardware, make sure that there's not a wire that crossed just a little bit or touched somewhere that it shouldn't have. They'll be able to read all that, you know.
Right.
But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have to run it across their legal team. That's maybe why it's taking so long, because they're going to, once
Oh,
they go
yeah.
to legal and say, hey, this happened, then they have to wait for legal to come back and say, well, this is what we want you to try to do. And then if you don't accept what they initially offer, then they have to go back to legal, and then it'll just keep going back and forth
They're gonna say,
till
there's some
something
stupid
happens.
American ass, the people with the tariffs, he don't know how to fly drones.
Well, everybody you're going to be dealing with is probably going to be American.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be American lawyers and American, people that
I tell you
run the
what,
company on this side of the world.
they don't want to get me involved with one. I got a couple of good ones.
Where did you send it to?
Dallas. Went to Dallas.
Dallas, yeah. So yeah, it's probably all being handled in country.
Yeah.
By
Just
tech.
saying, we got to wait till Tuesday when the Mavic 4 comes out. And what's your special order one? Make sure he gets it at his door Tuesday with a Mavic 3 and a check and see if he'll take that. I'll do it. Yeah, let me see what you're offering.
About Texans, don't they deal with everything by shooting people?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't know why Texas gets such a. I just don't understand why they get
You're watching
that.
too many movies.
Yeah, why
Too many
they get
Italian
that.
movies.
No, I'm saying Texas. I never understood why they get the
Wild West
portrayal of guns and everything, when technically, by all means, Florida has more guns per capita than any other state.
And Oklahoma's probably not too far behind them.
And you hear more about crazy shit happening in Florida than you do Texas.
They use
But yet they get that stereotype of being the badass state.
Well, that's because, the cattle drive started out of Texas, the Texas Rangers,
Oh yeah, I mean they're badass in their own way, but
yeah, I mean they in the movies and in the books and everything, it's always the Texans that yeah.
Just like I think we have the most concealed weapons permits per capita as well. But now you don't even have to have it anymore. Yeah.
They don't need to have concealed weapon permits in Texas.
We don't need in Florida either. It's the only reason you would want to get one in Florida is because Florida has one of the biggest ones that covers like 34 states. So that's one of the reasons why it's so attractive to people still to want to get it.
But you want it
optional.
for the reciprocal license so that when you go to other states that recognize it, that's, and I got to renew mine. I let mine expire this last year because it was
another stupid thing that Americans segregate instead of having the same rule across the country.
Yeah, I don't get that either, Mark. I've always thought that was stupid. If you have a concealed weapons in one state, it should be good for all 50, plain and simple.
There you go, Lloyd. It works perfect.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I could help, It's just
I'm telling you,
it's just a shot in the dark, and only because I've been trying to put images, when I was trying to put that eagle image on mine, I had to go through the same thing.
That way, when David comes to the floor and he says, "Is that a 9mm in your pants?" Are you just happy to see me? I said, "No, it's a 9mm."
Yeah, ain't nothing I want to see about you.
Yeah.
What is
9mm aren't all that big, are they?
They have different size.
I don't know when it comes to 9mm. Justin's the expert.
Why is Justin the expert if it comes to 9mm?
Just in
It's
9 millimeters.
It's a
I'll give you
measurement
that.
of length.
Yeah, I'll give you 9 millimeters every second for 2 minutes straight. Fucking Lloyd, he's like, oh God. Fucking young people
Lloyd's
these
going,
days.
what the hell did I get myself into now?
I just,
I like
you know what? I'm kind of zen about things now. I'm smoking my pipe, and yes, it's tobacco, nothing else. That is not pot in that Lord of the Ring pipe. That's and it's not pipe weed. It's just tobacco. But I've kind of got that attitude now, like, no, I'll just sit here and smoke my pipe and let the world go by.
Yeah, why
Only
not?
thing you can do these days.
As long as you're
And
enjoying
then
It's too
yourself.
serious.
And then shake my head and think, boy, they're a bunch of idiots.
They make nice hand warmers though, don't they?
Like,
Yeah, they
keeps you
do.
quiet.
They're great hand warmers.
Yeah.
This is probably my all around favorite pipe, and because it doesn't get too hot, it's got it's just and plus having this long stem, the smoke coming out isn't real hot either. So
Now,
you know,
my
it has time
question
to-
is, does it get nasty after like so many, when you pack it so many times? Does it get to the
No.
point where it
You mean-
starts
you
coming
mean
out
the
of the
pipe-
stem?
No.
pipe?
Hey, Jody.
Actually, it gets better.
Justin, you mean the pipe?
Well, I'm saying like,
The bit that needs cleaning the most is the tube that goes up to your mouth.
Yeah.
You
This
have to-
part in here,
That's a
and I
out.
can't
That-
remember if
all
I
the
got it with this one or not, but
well, that's
yeah, I
what
got
I'm
a
talking
filter in
about.
here too.
Yeah, they
Well,
got
that's-
you put a filter in the pipe, right?
Well, what I was asking was because
You
I know
can't-
some pipes, you'll get that residue that'll start to build up, and then you'll start getting it on your lips and stuff, and then it's like, oh.
Hey, Joe.
That's because they
No.
haven't cleaned their tips like you're
Jody and
supposed
Frank
to.
are in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clean it.
Yeah, both of them?
You
You
put
know
a pipe-
those
yeah,
you know
yeah.
those
You know what he
those
is,
things
Frank?
they
Hey, man,
sell in craft
that's-
stores, those pipe cleaners that you can make animals with? Well, they're called pipe cleaners for a reason.
For a
so.
reason. Yeah.
Oh yeah. People use them more for crafts these days.
Well, yeah, because there's not that many people smoke pipe nowadays.
I don't even think in the craft section are they even labeled as
Those
pipe
aren't good.
cleaners anymore.
Yes.
They might have them, but those aren't the kind you want. You want to buy actual pipe cleaners from a shop for somebody that sells tobacco
Yeah,
pipe
those
cleaners.
are kind of just something that they rebranded, but didn't make them as good quality. what you're
Well, they
saying.
also put colors in them, and you don't want that crap in your
Don't even
pipe.
think
You
about
just
it,
want
mister.
plain white
Yeah.
pipe cleaners. And so at the end of the day, when I'm through smoking, I got 3 pipes that I smoke. And after I get through, I let each one of them cool down. Then I just lightly, like if in tobacco on the bottom, because usually with the way I've been smoking lately, I haven't had any left, but I just kind of stir that around in there and then dump it out. I have an ashtray that's got a cork that had a 2-sided tape on it, and I glued the cork right, and I stuck the tape or the cork right in the middle of my ashtray. So I just turn it over and tap it on that cork and get out anything. Then I go through and I run the pipe cleaner down through here up into the bowl, and then I run one through here and one through here and change out the filters. I do that with all 3 pipes before I go to bed. So
Yeah, I find it funny in areas like where I live where they sell them, but
Right.
you're not allowed to use the terminology anything to do with drugs. So you have to say water pipe or tobacco pipe, even though they're clearly not the ones you use for tobacco.
yeah, I
But-
know. Yeah.
But like around here, they're so strict about it. If you go in there and you don't use the actual terminology they're supposed to use,
Oh, yeah, they'll throw you out.
they'll
yeah.
tell you, they'll throw you out of the store and tell you to leave because they'll get in trouble by the sheriff if they get caught talking like that when they're selling
Right.
the products. Which I think is
Well-
dumb at the end of the day because we all know what people are buying them for. I mean, it's just a
Yeah.
formality at that point.
Well, it's like I went up there to one place to check and see if they had tobacco pipes. The guy just said, "Nope, all we got is marijuana pipes." Okay. I'm out of
Yeah.
here.
Are you in one of the
Being
states
honest.
though that are a little bit more liberal about it though?
You have to have you have to have a medical card for it. we don't have open smoking with it. You know,
Okay.
you have to have a medical
So
card.
you're like Florida then. Okay.
Yeah, and but you know, you can go into a dispensary and they'll let you call up Dr. Tu Wong Fu or somebody like that. And yeah, he needs a medical card, so they'll issue it to you, and then you get to buy whatever pot they've got on sale that day. So, although they've been cracking down quite a bit because there's a lot of places that were illegally growing and selling to some of these dispensaries, as they're called. And now the one thing I've never been in a dispensary, so I don't know if they sell pipes there or not. But there's usually a pipe shop right next to the dispensary. So
They might not be allowed to sell them together. Kind of like
yeah,
Walmart has to separate the liquor store from the store, which I think is dumb as shit. Because they'll have wine and everything, wine in the store on a wine aisle, that's fine. But if you want to buy liquor or beer, you got to go next door, and they're not allowed to be connected from the inside.
Yeah.
Which I
they
think is
used to do
stupid.
that here. You could go in one side of the store and buy beer, and the other side you could buy you know, your spirits, your hard liquors.
One of the crazy things over here is even if the shop like Asda, Walmart is open 24 hours, they've still got to close the cigarette counter at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
11.
See, that's something they've never done over here that I've ever heard of. Now, alcohol, yes, there is a time past
Yeah, it
most
used to be too.
places.
I don't know if they still sell it around the clock now or not.
It depends on what state and what county you're in.
Yeah,
Really.
alcohol can
Comes
be
down to-
sold in supermarkets now 24/7. Well, when the store's open, and tobacco is 7 to 11 under the old alcohol licensing laws, which is weird.
JD
Wow.
says they sell pipes in dispensaries. Like I said, it might depend on what state. I don't know.
But
Because the way Lloyd was describing it, it sounded like the alcohol thing, like they had it split up.
Yeah, I think in Oklahoma, I don't know if they're allowed to sell the pipes in the dispensaries because you know they cracked, like I said, they had a lot of these guys that started up these pot farms and boy, they were making money left and right, you know. But turned out half of them were illegal, and what they were doing is they were selling to the dispensaries, and the dispensaries were getting them at a really good price because they weren't you know, they were avoiding the whole tax thing. So
Well, and you're
they
avoiding
didn't.
selling to individuals. You just selling to one or two dispensaries. There you go. Here's my whole load. And you
Yeah,
just unload
and that was
everything at
it.
once.
Like
Yeah.
it, just sort of like the movie Tulsa King, you know, where he goes in there with
Yeah.
on the reservoir.
Oh, I can't wait till it
Go-
starts up again. Oh, it got so good at the end of the last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. That ending was like, who the hell is he going to work for now?
And what I love
Mm.
We must be getting really close to the new series of Wednesday now as well. Because all of a sudden, Facebook and YouTube have got loads of clips from the previous series.
Oh, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for it to come out too. It was a good show. I mean, it's.
Mm.
Do you call that a family show or not? Because it's not quite as family friendly as the original Addams Family, but it was.
I would say PG-13.
Yeah,
be a
I
fair
would
rating.
too. But
Yeah.
it's not like it's certainly not like Tulsa King. You know, Tulsa King's more
Yeah.
Have you-
more adult oriented. You know.
Mm.
What was the other show I was watching on Paramount? What the hell was the name of it? I gotta look and see. Hold on. It was a really good show though. It was
Hey Dominic, when's Uncle Bill start his show? At 7 or at 8?
Yep, about half hour.
About half hour. Okay, all right.
Mayor of
I just-
Kingstown.
I couldn't remember. I always get it mixed up. I always think it's because it's 8 o'clock his time. It's 7 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
But
Well, he hasn't sent the
10
link.
a.m. mine.
I don't think he sent the link out yet.
Lloyd,
No,
have you
he
watched
hadn't.
Mayor of Kingstown on Paramount?
no, I haven't, and I've been going
Watch
to
it.
because Is it really good?
It's very. I would say it's right up there with Tulsa King as far as quality.
Okay.
And they've got a couple seasons out already, so you could binge watch a couple seasons worth. Yeah, it's
Yeah, and
really
he's
good.
and he's back. I know they're filming the new. I know they're filming another season because he
Well,
finally.
they just did the other season like
Oh, did they?
say like 3 or 4 months back. Might have been a little longer. Yeah, because he got in that bad car wreck or whatever. He was out for like a year or so.
Got ran over by a
Yeah.
damn Arctic cat. Did you see that damn thing he got run over by?
Well, I never even looked into really the accident. I just heard about that he was in some kind of.
He owned one of
accident.
them big, giant commercial Arctic cats. You know, like in the beginning of when they're looking for Captain America, and those guys come up in those.
Oh
those,
yeah.
He got that's what, and he was plowing up there in the mountains in the snow and where his property's at, and then his family has property up there, and he was getting ready to move, and he was getting ready to step up in the cab, and he slipped, and it started rolling on him, or it started moving on its own, and it just ran right across his legs and everything, and it was, if it hadn't been for the damn fresh snow, it would have killed him.
Oh yeah, because it kind of
'Cause it-
created a little bit of a barrier between the ground and his.
Yeah, well, it pushed him down in there,
can-
but it still broke
Yeah.
almost every bone in his, probably it shattered his
Fuck.
legs, shattered his hips, and he spent months in the hospital, and then he had, to learn. He started working, had to do some real physical therapy because at one point he couldn't move his legs or anything. So yeah, it was pretty bad because he's
Lucky it was
he's
snow.
more metal now than he is. He's got more metal in his body than he does bone.
Yeah, I didn't look into it when I heard about it. I
yeah,
just heard
it
that
was
he had been in an accident. and I
Oh,
never
they
really
actually
looked into
didn't
it.
they didn't expect him to make it. That was the whole thing. But again, the snow probably saved him because it lowered his body temperature and kept it from.
Who was the one black actor that got in a bad car wreck? It wasn't Jamie Foxx. It was
Jamie Foxx had a stroke.
no, yeah, it was the other one, the real short guy. He's really funny. He's been in a bunch of movies.
Richard
Damn
Pryor.
name. No, not Richard Pryor.
Chris.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger
I'm talking
Woods
about
was in one.
I'm talking about he's been in a bunch of movies. He was an actor. Fuck, I can't think of his name.
Is he the one that that's in Jumanji? What's that?
Yeah,
guy's name?
yeah. I think he got in a bad car wreck, didn't he?
I hadn't heard. He may have.
There was an actor that got in a really bad car wreck a while back.
Yeah,
like a
I
year or
know you're
two
talking
ago.
about. You was on Saturday Night Live too, wasn't
I might have the actors mixed up.
Not Chris Rock. Was it Chris Rock?
No.
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 Something did happen to Chris Rock though.
Yeah, he got
Okay.
slapped.
Besides that,
Yeah.
That was fucking dome rocked is what he did. Let's see here.
That was.
Oh no, it was
that whole
Tracy
thing was
Morgan.
just-
yeah, Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan.
Yes, I
okay.
said he was on Saturday Night Live. I couldn't get the name. Nope.
Oh, Kevin Hart too. Yeah, Kevin Hart was.
Yeah.
in a
Oh,
car wreck,
Kevin
too.
Hart. Yeah.
That was back in 2019. Yeah, he was pretty bad off. I remember the Tracy Morgan one, but yeah, Kevin Hart is who I was thinking of.
Was Kevin Hart the one in Jumanji?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's funny as hell.
He
Yeah.
and he gives Dwayne Johnson absolute shit all the time.
But I would say one of my favorite actors by far has been Jamie Foxx. That man is so talented, whether it comes to
As
singing, acting.
Jamie Foxx had the stroke.
Yeah. Well, I think what it was is they think he had it, but his family wouldn't like actually come out and say that's what it was. I don't
HIPAA
think
would
they-
not allow it, but he came out. Did you see his special?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he came out and talked about it, and it was
Oh, okay.
it was a stroke. He
'Cause
didn't
I
use that
remember-
word, but yeah.
I remember me and Tim and a bunch of people were talking about it about like a year ago, and we were
Mhm.
looking it up, and there was like no information on what happened.
Well, because of the HIPAA laws, they're not allowed to put that in. You'll notice anybody who has a situation on a live show or whatever, they say they had a medical emergency. Everybody's had but like just yesterday, I think it was, my cousin called me. He was watching on Fox News, and this gal was
Later, Jim.
sitting there, and she just keeled over right there live on TV. And she probably either
yeah.
had a seizure or a stroke, or what's called a
TIA.
TIA, transcendental something or
That-
another.
Now that you mention it, I remember Tim talking about his special, and I meant to watch it, and I never did.
Yeah,
I remember
he's
Tim.
pretty-
Yeah, Tim suggested to me to watch it. I remember that now.
I mean, he talked about it, and then just kind of, it was sort of it was a good special, but it was parts of it were serious, and parts of it were just funny as hell.
Yeah, every movie that man has made, I've absolutely
Yeah.
enjoyed.
Jamie
Like-
Foxx is a good actor. I'll give him that.
He can sing his ass off too. Like usually,
yeah.
usually most people are good at one or the other, but they'll try to go to the other one and they don't do as
Ah.
well. But man,
Well,
he
you
can
know-
do either one.
In the 30s and 40s, all actors had to be able to, because they were going for whatever part they could. So they had to sing, they had to dance, they had to act, they had to be comical, they had to be serious, because they took whatever job, and a lot of them were contractors. So, excuse me.
Transient ischemic attack. Yeah.
But they had to be able to do everything,
Mhm.
or they didn't get a job. They didn't work. So there was a lot of that back in the days. But nowadays, it's rare to find, like you said, one that does all of those, or does, can sing or can sing and act as well. Just like the
Yeah.
guy who played Loki. He played Hank Williams Sr. And he sang in that, and he did a damn good job. And and he said, it's kind of scary thought, because he was going to be doing the life of one of the greatest of country music, of Americana music, and here he is, British. But when the family saw it, you did good, and he
Oh.
sounded like him.
I know one of my favorite movies that Jamie Foxx did was Law Abiding Citizen. That was such a good movie. Did you ever see that?
What is it?
Law Abiding Citizen?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh my god, dude, that's so good. It's got Jamie Foxx. It's got quite a few actors in it, but let's see here.
Or if I have, I don't remember it. Let's put it that way. I don't remember the name. I may have watched it, not known the name.
Here, I'll pull it up and show you. Let's see here. Yeah, it's got Gerard Butler,
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx. And then this was the movie here.
Oh.
But
Oh,
he was a prosecutor,
right.
prosecuted the killers of his family. But then, like, years later, he goes after the killers, but he's like, I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it, but he goes after the killers like years later, but turns out he's like some fucking secret spy, like crazy ass dude. But
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it, even though I kind of gave away a little bit of it, it's still
No, I'll watch it because I like Gerard Butler anyways, and I like Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx, so I'll definitely be putting that on my list and stuff.
I'm sure I've seen the trailer for that. What was he called again?
Law Abiding Citizen.
Right.
Here, I'll
And Gerard Butler is one of those guys. When he plays a bad guy, he plays a bad guy. I mean, he can. You at the end of the movie, you think, God, he's such an ass in that movie, and then you see him in another movie, and it's like an action movie or a comedy, or comedic part.
They got the whole movie on YouTube for free. Here, I'll send you the link, Lloyd.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Let me see. Where's Lloyd at? I think this is the.
Well, Paul, I need to go in there. It's getting that time of the evening. I got to go in and get my pills ready.
Let me know if you got that real quick before you leave. Make sure that's the right account I sent it to.
Oh, is that Dusty put up about? Is that the accident that? Okay.
Well, I don't know where Bill is. He's not
Did you
even
get in
logged
Messenger,
in.
Lloyd?
I
want
just
to make
read.
I want to make sure I sent it to your right account because you got a couple of them.
Oh.
I sent the link to you in there.
Bill's not even logged on to Messenger at the moment, so.
Oh, there it is.
No, I
Yeah.
just can't sit in the waiting room.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
somebody's got it on YouTube, the whole movie. I just skimmed through it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool.
My phone doesn't like that link if it's
Yeah.
a new link.
Okay. I'll go check that out. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll enjoy that movie. It's good.
Yeah, I should only have one account, but yeah, I got hacked once. Yeah, I actually had two accounts and didn't realize that. I'm actually on my oldest account, not realize, or I think I don't even know. I think they're merged now. I hope. Anyways, you got it to the right one.
All right.
So.
All right.
Anyways, I enjoyed the visit. I got to get out and I got to get some things done before I get on somebody else's show tonight. But I appreciate being on here, Paul.
All right, we'll catch you later. Lloyd.
You're
Yeah,
muted,
you're
Paul.
muted.
Yeah, see you in a bit, Lloyd.
All right,
You're muted.
Paul, you're muted again. Still can't hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah, Lloyd, you're always welcome here. You add so much to the whatever you call this we're
The
doing.
stream?
How much
Yeah.
did you pay him for
Yeah.
that comment?
The forgetfulness.
Yeah. Don't worry,
Yeah.
Lloyd. He says this to us all the time. And
Lloyd, come back whenever you can, please.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
He said,
I
don't worry,
appreciate-
Lloyd. He does say this to everybody. As soon as you go off, he goes, wankers.
Yeah.
We know.
Oh, what do you
Yeah,
got?
have a good night, Lloyd.
Look at Joe.
Yeah, look, man, look at this, man. This is my favorite.
What is it?
Tuna
Bill's
fish and
just-
rice with olive oil and hot pepper sauce and all of that in there.
Oh,
And he
Bill's
complains
always
about what
sending
you
me-
eat, Paul.
Why does
Bill's
it
always
look like
sending me
you're eating it
pictures
out of a
his
dog
food,
bowl?
you know?
yeah, it looks
Bill
like a
has
dog bowl.
just logged
Because I'm
in.
mixing it good. I got to put a lot of olive oil in there and some hot sauce and Cajun seasonings.
What do you think
Tuna
of
fish
that,
and
Lloyd?
rice.
Yeah. I know. He always sends me these pictures, and it's usually right after I've eaten something I've cooked myself, and it's like, well, I ate it, but you know what the hell? And then he sends me these pictures like, you ass.
I was
Yeah, but
waiting
he's
for Justin.
Don't worry,
Justin,
Lloyd.
last
He's
time I
just good
made
with
this-
AI, that's all.
Last time I made this, Justin said, what the hell is that? A jailhouse meal or what?
All right,
I
guys.
bet-
Y'all
I
have
bet
a
all the
good night.
dogs are
I'll
sat
talk
there
again.
watching.
Yeah, I'll
Catch
catch
you later,
you
Lloyd.
All right. Where the hell do I do that? Let's see. I always get there.
Get
We
it
go.
good mixed up with albacore tuna. Then you put olive oil in till you get it nice and in there, and then you put the hot sauce and salt and pepper.
Okay, but
and
you
a few
didn't answer my
jalapenos.
question. Why does that look like a dog bowl?
That's a Wolfgang Puck mixing bowl.
Oh, Wolfgang Fuck mixing bowl?
Mixing bowl.
You said Wolfgang Fuck?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it. Hold on, I got to go back on the stream because I swear to God, that's what he said.
He did.
I'm
But
not
what
even
he,
being
Yeah,
funny.
the video ref.
yeah,
But
I
dude-
googled it. He said it's a brand name for a dog food bowl.
Yeah.
I got a whole set of these.
Yeah,
put
you
them in
got
the
3 dogs
microwave.
as well.
I got a whole set of these, and I bought them for everybody in the family 1 year.
The minute he's
But
gonna
they
be
had
on
we're
a
the
all
floor.
three.
structure of like
We're all 3 of the
35%.
dogs.
He's gonna be on the floor and all 4s eating in a minute.
Yeah, I've got something similar to that that's supposed to be for ramen noodles.
No, I think we put him off now. Look.
Yep.
He's got to go eat in the corner. He doesn't want to see us eat.
Joe's going to get the big spoon out. Just
Not finished yet.
I'm sorry, but when he got that ball out, I bet all three dogs was like, "What are we getting?"
All right, I'm jumping off too. I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, catch you later, Justin.
See you,
Oh,
Okay,
Justin.
Justin, take care.
Uncle Bill should be on in 5 minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
he's
wanna
logged.
are
He's
you,
logged into Messenger,
Dominic,
but
are
he's
you
not sent
calling?
anything yet.
Dominic, are you calling
Dominic
it?
said pack it in.
Yeah, but I think we should. It's up to everybody else. We'll take
Okay,
a vote.
we'll pack it in because Dominic
We
said.
handled your show all
Okay?
day long.
Yeah, we'll blame Dominic tonight.
Yep. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. Joe, enjoy your dinner. David, thank you.
Catch you all later, guys.
Mark, Dominic,
Yep.
we'll
Yeah.
see you again in the morning.
Bye.
Later.
Bye for now.